Welcome everyone to an episode, just a episode of Court of Corvids. My name is Jake, and it is hotter than hell in my office. So you're not going to see me in my lovely blazing jacket because it is actually 96 degrees in this room that I'm currently in. So today's episode might consist of multiple breaks to make it through because we don't want anyone passing out. And Moss is also in a very, 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 very hot room. So, yeah. My name is Jake, and I go by he, him, but I'll be playing a bunch of different characters. So keep up, William and Jonas.
Hi, my name is Jonas, they, them, and I play the Chameleon Gnome Storm Druid Robin, she, her.
Hi, I'm William, they, them, and I'm playing Remy Ash Willow, the Goblin Fighter, also they, them. And Jonas and I are in a band together called Glass Beach. You can find us on Twitter and Instagram, Patreon, Twitch, and our own website, all Glass Beach Band. So Patreon, Glass Beach Band, Twitch, Glass Beach Band, at Glass Beach Band, glassbeach.band.
Yes, and we're also on all streaming services. We're in stores, which you should be avoiding as much as possibly possible. But we're streaming everywhere, and you can buy our music there. We just got our new like shipment of our pink Cool Rat dad hats. So if you want a cool brimmed pink hat with a very cool rat on it, and the rat's also wearing a hat, then that's available at glassbeach.band/shop or shop.glassbeach.band. I'm on Twitter at Jonas Newhouse. And
I also run two other shows for QueueTimes. One is Hijinks and Handlebars, which is a Kids on Bikes campaign. Stream, long-running campaign, bunch of episodes of that on the QueueTimes YouTube channel. But right now we're doing a Dungeon World miniseries, which is like Powered by the Apocalypse D&D. So that's on Tuesday nights. We're having our final episode before a hiatus that we're doing for a couple months, but we'll be back. All that stuff is on the QueueTimes main YouTube channel. And the other show I do is called Killer Set, which is a Monster of the Week campaign where I take real live musicians and bands and I have them play musicians and bands that have to fight monsters and solve mysteries in order to play their gigs. So there are two episodes of that, a two-parter with the band Pink Shift, which they're really, really, really good. So I would just check out their music anyway. And if you want to see them play Monster of the Week tabletop role-playing game with me, then fun. Check that out.
I said this to them off camera, but their music video for I'm Telling My Therapist on You was phenomenal, and it's a really good song. Like, if you have not listened to it, you need to do it.
Yep.
Sorry, cool. I interrupted.
Well, we're done.
Oh, well, then crew, go for it.
First of all, did you rehearse that plugging your URL thing? Because that was like perfect unison.
No,
we've just done it for weeks on end. I mean,
it was
different, but
it was to the point where it was scary, like a horror movie. When like, oh,
we're just winning over here.
We should clip it and use it for advertising.
Do it. You absolutely should. I am Krug. I'm playing Krug Claudel, the human monk, both of us he, him, and I would like to plug Game Gorgon. Game Gorgon is a YouTube show where we do educational RPG content. Most of it's Pathfinder 2nd Edition because that's what you guys seem to like the most. If you go there, you can see such cool things as build guides for like The Witcher, which I am currently, by the way, watching the Netflix adaptation of The Witcher. So good. Highly recommend. Not sponsored. That, and there's also like guides on how to like play classes and like rules for games and stuff like that. It's a lot of really cool stuff. That's all the educational stuff. This game, not educational. This is just a home game. We might change some rules. We might get some rules wrong and then fix them down the road. That stuff happens in every game. If it doesn't happen in your game, I envy you. You have magic powers in real life. That's the end of my thing.
And immediately after today's episode, I'm going to hit the publish button for tonight's episode of Game Gorgon, which is the announcement for a brand new show, which is going to be airing September 15th, which is called I'm not going to give the name away. You're going to have to watch the episode to figure out what the name is. But it is a Phoenix Dawn show, which the system is, instead of D20s, it is with it's a deck building game. So you play with cards. It's a really interesting concept and a really cool idea. Like, literally, as I was editing that, I was like, I really, 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 really want to play this game.
Wow. I'm going to give a little bit of spoilers about that episode of Game Gorgon, which is that we had to record it 2 times.
No, it was only once. Dang it.
Jake, are you okay?
Why?
because the audio was corrupted.
so bad. It was
Yeah.
it was like crackling and popping, and we didn't hear it while we were doing it. So it happened. I don't know. It was a weird thing. Anyways,
Yeah.
Molly, what about you? Freshly ice packed Molly.
Hi, my name is Molly McIsaac. This is my ice pack. There are many ice packs like it, but this one is mine. I play Moss the Magnificent. I would like to plug my show that I do with my best friend Jordan Lambert, who is going to have a show here on QueueTimes very soon. She's doing a all Black Dungeons and Dragons game on QueueTimes. I don't know exactly when she's starting, but I'm helping her produce that, so that will be fun. And I would like to plug the project that I do with her called The Basic Witches, and that is now that we're getting into pumpkin spice season, thank God at least there's something good happening this year. We will be going back to Basic Witches with full force. We're both getting COVID tests so we can film together, but mostly we're probably just going to hug each other and cry for hours. And you can find all of our content for that at facebook.com/thebasicwitches. And we mostly review food and drink and other things. But in the future, when things get better, we're going to start reviewing experiences too.
Ooh, I hear that a lot of the normal like Halloween events have been trying to move over to like a drive-through experience.
They have, yes.
Which I'm very excited about. I love the idea of it.
I would love to do a haunted parking lot.
Yeah,
where you drive through and like, except I mean that would be so dangerous. I just want to be scared while driving a car. Is that too much to ask?
The haunted freeway. It's just like you're driving as normal, and then just like a car with no driver comes barreling down the wrong way.
You know what? A haunted while driving a car. If you want to get scared driving a car, how about you get a little dust in your little nosy and do some sneezing? That always freaks me out. I hate sneezing while I'm driving.
So, just so that everyone knows that I'm not lying, I would like to show you this. So that is the average temperature of the inside of my house. This bubble over in this bottom right corner, I don't know if it will focus on it or not, but it says 99 degrees. So yeah, you can't see it, but yeah.
Not interested.
Yeah, to add to that misery, before I turned my window AC unit on, it was 120 degrees in my office. And also, Kate Cunning was like, my highlighter, either Molly's highlighter is on point or it's very hot. It is both. I have a highlighter on, but this on my collarbones, that's just all pure sweat. I am a sweaty mess right now. Hell yeah. Wait.
What is happening? 74 degrees.
If I don't sure if we should tell you.
If I don't finish this before break, I'll probably pass out. Anyways, as we left off last episode, you had managed to take Asahar down. Robin went back to town, had discovered the issues within the town of Asahar's attacks on the city, but had managed to save quite a few people. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but Robin and Scott made their way back to the compound.
Yeah, we left basic like med supplies. I don't think we can treat the zombie wounds, but we can treat just scrapes and bruises from the running.
So let's start there. As you all kind of stand around kind of talking about what has just happened, you can see Robin and Scott in the caravan rolling up to the city.
Like we're rolling up to the city, or
Robin and Scott are rolling up to the compound. So Krug, Moss, and Remy are together.
Gotcha. Sorry. Yeah. Did I get my ring back from?
Yes.
I
remember that.
Yeah. I
couldn't remember the shackles.
That's right. Yeah.
Wait. Just so we're at.
But you're still at the compound.
Okay.
You're still at the compound. It's still the same day. As you're defeating of Asahar, the people within the city, some people like the people in his closest group, the people of his high court, kind of feel like as soon as his death, they all kind of like relinquished, and it seemed like they were under some sort of spell or something.
Kind of thrall.
some sort of thrall, while everyone else was a follower but wasn't under any sort of spell. So they're still trying to figure out exactly what happened there. There are people that are crying and they're sad of Osahar's passing, but I believe Remy, Moss, and Krug also went to Osahar's room and searched around. And the last thing that we ended on was the three of them discovering a mirror.
Oh, like the one in the dungeon.
Yep.
And they didn't see a person in the mirror, right? Just that it was the same kind of mirror.
Same kind of mirror with the same runes and carvings along the side.
So does anybody remember how the mirror was activated last time?
I think it was some words. I don't remember what the words were though. If it was words, was it covered by something? Did I lift something up to see?
Yeah, it was under the mattress basically.
Okay, I'm gonna put the mattress back down and just be like, I don't remember what to. I wish we had a way to contact Rose, but we don't.
I mean, we can get a hold of. No, we can just go find. We should find Robin regardless. Like
Yeah, that's fair. Maybe Moss would know something about it. Is Moss in here?
Yes, Moss is in there with you.
Do you remember anything about how to activate the mirror? Anything about the mirror? How to use the mirror? How to tell if the mirror is being used currently?
Do I remember? Because I don't remember if I was in the room when we did it last time.
You can roll another Arcana check to kind of reread the runes. You know, it's like a book, right? You've read a book before, but you don't remember exactly every word.
Yeah. Okay. Do 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 do. Oh, natural 20. First roll. Heck yeah.
Moss was actually the creator of the mirror.
Yeah.
So you go across it and you're able to read the runes very easily, and you're like, oh, okay. So this is the incantation that you have to do. These are the parts where you need to be touching it, and this is the hand motion in what you need to do to activate it.
Okay. I explain this with great flourishes.
Okay, so we can access it, but we should probably be careful about that. We don't know who is on the other side of this. We don't know who is going to contact or whatever.
I mean, I don't necessarily want to take it with us. I mean, I don't remember a lot about the mirror, but I do remember that it is bi-directional and that when it is activated, whoever it is that activated it can see through to our side of it. Why would we want?
Yeah, but we can just keep a cloth over it or something, like the person did in the other place. Here we go, and Remy's gonna pick it up and take it.
Fair enough, I guess.
And I walk outside with it.
Is there a way to plug
and
it
then
to
I go, oh, hey, look, it's Robin and Scott.
Come, the city's, something happened.
Something happened in the city. Hey. I mean, Rumpelstiltskin, Fern, come here. No, wait, what is your real names?
Oh, I don't even remember at this point. Claudia? No, Claw. Was it just
Klaus? Your name is Klaus. I know. I remember you are Moss, the Magnificent.
I'm begging you, Remy, please don't make me do Fern voice anymore.
Well, no, I didn't want you to do it while you were doing it, so I would never want you to do it now.
Yeah, you super gotta pick a new voice next time, Moss. Maybe like a deeper voice. Hello, I'm Moss the Magnificent.
I think that I could do that just down here.
That's perfect.
What happened in the city?
I haven't figured it out exactly, but lots of zombies. So it was it spread really fast while we were here, faster than it should have. Scott, maybe you saw more, but we got people out, but not everyone. A lot of people are dead. A lot of people are gone. It was really bad.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely wondering if we're ever going to catch a break. Just a couple of days just to rest.
I doubt that very much.
Wait, Teso, hey.
Yeah.
The thing that the talking with the poison and the everything that you know where you had the call with Arturo, through the kissy box just now.
Mm-hmm.
Did one of those get sent into the city?
The poisons?
Yeah.
There was a couple people, and Scott chimes up and he goes, "Yeah, they were in large bags, and they just stabbed the side of the bags and released the toxin in the air."
That's
how
all
many. How much poison did you make?
No, I think you were right the first time. How many poison did you make?
Fair. Okay. How
Actually,
many
yeah,
poison
it's
did you make?
important. I'm less concerned in quantity and more, like number of shipments. How many places did poison go?
I don't know because I'm pretty sure that was just like the first batch, like the first test grounds, and then they were going to go from there.
Okay, but they didn't get any further. So like we stopped them, post first shipment out.
There's more of that here that you made or helped make.
Yeah.
Can it be destroyed safely?
Or neutralized? It doesn't even.
Or neutralized? I mean,
We could put it down in the ground where they were testing people. We can just put them down in there and then like put up a sign that says, "Don't touch this under any circumstances. Very bad poison."
yeah, okay, but Remy, imagine if you or someone like you, say someone like you existed, right? And they walked by and saw a sign that said, "Don't touch this, don't dig here."
There is no one like me to exist.
I know. Okay, well, same as you then. Say you came by here on your own one day. I wasn't around. You saw a sign that said, "Don't touch this. Do not dig here." Doing so would be bad. What would you do?
I wouldn't read the sign. I would just open it up.
Well, yeah. See, so I don't know if the hole's the best idea. Maybe I can neutralize it. Or between us, this so we can make it.
Anything that you make that you could probably come up with a way to like counteract it.
Honestly, at this point, I think that we need to consult with Arturo. This seems like the sort of thing that the kissy box is made for.
Absolutely. You haven't called Arturo yet, have you, Scott? I forgot to ask.
Also, hello, my darling. I got buried in the ground.
Well, you haven't looked better since.
Well, she was talking for 3 days straight. I mean, I think that does a lot of good exercise for the face.
Thank you, my love. And
She
got a very dramatic kiss.
Afterwards, he holds you a little bit and looks down and goes, "Honestly, I'm just happy that the voice is gone."
Oh, you have no idea. My throat is so sore.
Best part is we didn't even have to do it. He knew it was us the whole time. We should stop trying to be undercover, shouldn't we?
Trying?
Well, it doesn't work. They know. They've known every time.
In one instance, we are going to find someone who doesn't know beforehand, and then it will all be worth it.
We did have that with the underground guy, didn't we?
The underground guy, yeah.
I mean, it is quite fun to practice my method acting chops.
Like, did we, Krug? You look like you're considering. Maybe we didn't. Maybe he did know the whole time. I don't remember.
I don't remember. I'm just saying it's going to be the one time that Arturo doesn't specifically ask us to go undercover when we should be going undercover. I bet you 40
I
gold.
have a mirror now. We found a mirror in the room.
That looks like the other one.
It is like the other one. Moss remembered how to, activate it, turn it back on and everything.
Quite wonderfully, I might add. My brain is a steel trap.
Is there room, Jake, like in the compartment underneath the caravan to put the mirror?
Yes.
Cool. I think we should do that. Put it in there. So it's like locked up.
Moss, I will say also with your natural 20, you know how to deactivate it, like how to just make it stop working. You would to make it restart working, you would have to go to someone else that has that type of magic. It's a ritual that which makes that activatable, right? Mm-hmm. But so if you wanted to deactivate it, you could. You're also aware that if the other person activates it, they not only do they see what the mirror sees, but they hear what's around the mirror. So you have to be very careful with it.
Did you share with us the fact that you can deactivate it, or did you not share that with us?
No, I'll share it. I'll share it all because I like being a know-it-all.
We absolutely should do that.
We should, but we should make a phone call first. Or a mirror call, because phones don't exist.
So what is this phone you speak of?
We need to make a call. We need to call with the mirror.
It's called a phone call because it's the kind of call. This is we wouldn't be us. We'd be pretending. We'd be phony call. Exactly. It's short for phony call.
Oh yes, it's phony call. We are pretending. That is why I called it a phone call. Yes. We should spend another 15 minutes on this description.
Okay, let's put the mirror away from us where it can't hear us.
We should
and then call Arturo and see what we should do.
Wait. But from what I understand,
I called Arturo. We told Arturo about the cities. Arturo's was like, we don't have enough information and resources. We don't have enough people to send them out to every city. What cities do they go to? And Thistle was like, I don't know. They just sent them out. So like Arturo's trying to take care of that like right now.
Okay.
Right. What we should do if we're going to deactivate the mirror, which I think is a good idea. Yeah, sure, whatever. Remy leans over to Robin. No, I don't think it's a good idea. We should take the mirror. We put it back in Arturo's room. Babe, you turn into a big cat.
Do you mean Asahar's room?
Asahar's room, yeah.
What did I say, Arturo?
You did say Arturo, yeah.
What's up, the band names? Come
I
on.
want to make sure. I want to make sure.
I like that idea, babe. I was kind of thinking that because I mean I can't turn into Asahar, but I can turn into someone who kind of looks like Asahar, and we have his clothes, and I wear them. I got my head down. I think I could do.
Yeah, we put the hair over. You pretend, and then maybe we have you in the shadows so you can't see the mouth moving, and then like Moss speaks for you because Moss is really good at like pretending. Moss, you should make the phony call.
Oh, all right. I mean, I am a great performer.
I could also do it because
I'm also pretty good, getting pretty good at pretending. I've been lying.
I'm very good.
Off here,
I'm very good at like pretending to be, people. You've heard my voices. The voices I do, I'm very good at them.
Reggie,
well, I can make
Reggie
a
was
call.
indistinguishable.
I can make a call as Fern, just the hapless writer.
No.
Oh, but I must reprise this role.
No.
I just have one quick little thing for Remy. Who are we calling, Remy?
Whoever's on the other side.
Probably the same person we talked to before. They seem like they were
It might not be, but even if it is, it would be good to know.
Are we just doing this to make fun of them, or I don't
No,
understand?
Hold on? Do you really think that there's no good information that could be got from making this phone call through this mirror, this phony call?
I do not think the thing that you just said, but I do know that if we call them using this mirror, they gain information as well.
Like what?
Like whatever we tell them, and we can give them wrong information.
That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say the fact that we have access to the mirror and the ability to use it safely, enough to use it to call whoever it is on the other end of it. That is information enough. That means that Asahar has lost control.
We're not calling as us. We're not calling as us. Asahar is calling them, and we're going to give them bad information and get good information from them.
If they believe the ruse, you said yourself you can't look exactly like Asahar, right?
No, but I mean, look, I've always been a pretty decent performer. I've been practicing, and
it's a big risk.
While we were here, Krug,
it's a big risk, and
I believe in you, Robin.
You have to remember, it's a big risk, and we're punching up really far. This isn't. We're not contacting somebody like Asahar potentially. We're potentially contacting somebody that is way bigger than Asahar. I just don't want to punch up if we're not 100% sure that we can hit.
When have we been 100% sure about anything, Krug?
I mean, it was a a rhetorical 100%. I really meant like at least up to 30% would be great.
Krug, when you are my height, you are always punching up. You make the phony call.
Remy, I don't think you want to make that analogy because that implies that you're very weak.
It implies that I am so strong that
in the context of the analogy that I was making,
I can beat anyone. You step to me, Krug, and I'm the perfect height to punch right in the nuts.
But don't
Krug,
do
with
that,
all
please.
due respect, it is 3 against 1.
I'm not saying that I'm putting my foot down, being all dictatory. I'm just throwing my 2 cents out there.
Wait, Moss. Why don't you ask your god friend, your dad?
Oh, my daddy? Sorry,
yeah,
Scott.
that. Ask him.
Ask him what?
If this is a good idea, right? Because I mean, yeah, we're 3 against 1, but I mean, I would trust the god's ruling, right?
Well, ask your god.
My god doesn't. I can ask, but my god doesn't just like readily give me that stuff. I can try. Okay, yeah. Robin like digs into the dirt. Bury me, babe. Just bury me, and we'll wait.
Okay. Remy buries Robin.
Leaving my head out. And I basically want to like, like I do this in like bodies of water normally. But I want to just like connect to the earth and see if I can reach Gozray or reach my god through this.
Okay. Roll me a religion check. And while you do that, Krug, you hear a very familiar voice. I could maybe make Remy change their mind.
Oh shit! I forgot about you. Hey, I forgot to tell y'all something real quick.
No. Just come on.
When we were underground, I don't know what are you again?
What am I?
Oh, it's gone. I don't think it liked that. All right. Well, maybe it's not even an issue. But when we were underground, there was some sort of undead thing got in touch with me and said, "Oh, I'm gonna. You need to give me the skull piece, and I'm gonna use it to destroy all the undead because all I want to do is move on to the afterlife and whatnot, or something like that." I don't remember. They didn't tell me who they were, what they were, why I should trust them. They were just like, "Yeah, just do it," and I was like, "Okay, no," and then. That was the end of it. They just tried to contact me again right now, but they've gone pretty silent since I told y'all. So that's that.
What were they talking? Wait, so there's like some sort of an undead, like invisible. It's a ghost, right? It's a ghost.
I don't know anything about undead, so
It sounds like a ghost. You're supposed to be concentrating.
Yeah.
It sounds like a ghost.
So it's essentially just Clokey.
I mean, yeah, it sounds a little bit more conniving and a little bit less aggressively stupid than Clokey, but you know.
How dare you? You take that back.
I mean, I've never heard Clokey, so I don't know. I'm just
Clokey's
assuming.
plenty conniving.
Yes, and brilliant, I might add.
Yeah, but this one seemed different.
Moss, you hear Clokey, and Clokey goes, he's got a shadow.
Exactly what does that mean?
Yeah, well, so some spirits will attach themselves to people in hopes that they can get something out of them. And based off of this little conversation, I'm assuming that shadow doesn't want to be a shadow anymore and thought Krug was going to be the best one. Oh, God, he failed.
Wait. So like it could gain corporal form?
No, it wants to no longer be a spirit and move on to the next plane of existence.
I see.
Not so much like I want to die, I hate my life, but just like you're stuck in this plane of existence. You cannot actively interact with people. And it seems like they want to not be stuck here anymore.
And how exactly would they accomplish that?
I have no idea, but they seem to know a little bit more than I do about that. But I'm a demon. I have no idea about ghosts.
I would prefer a demon over a ghost any day, I must say.
Right? And I want to just say that I think we're a little bit stronger today. I got a little sting in my claws this time. I think we've got some new toys to play with when we have a chance.
Oh, is that so? What sort of toys?
Yeah.
What?
Moss, what are you talking about?
What
Moss,
are you talking?
What are you
I prefer a
doing?
demon over a ghost, and then you were quiet for a while and said, "Oh, is that so? What kind of toys? What are you talking about?"
I'm having a conversation.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Need to know basis.
Clearly, I know you are having a conversation, and it's always the conversations with Clokey, and it is always about the things that we are talking about, but apparently we aren't allowed to be privy to. I'm going to take the mirror. I'm going to go make a phony call, okay? Anyone else can come with me.
But babe, wait.
Remy just takes the mirror.
Concentrating here. I rolled an 11, Jake. I assume that doesn't connect me to anyone.
You do not feel any sort of connection.
Cool. Then yeah, Robin sleepily crawls out of the dirt and goes to chase Remy. What I was suggesting earlier, by the way, was Moss's Wheel or Woe spell. If we're worried about this. But I think we're at the point where Remy's just going to do it. So
when Robin gets out of the dirt, Krug's going to say, "What'd you learn?"
Nothing. Couldn't reach him. Doesn't really work in the dirt. Get me in the ocean, maybe. Or
you still want to take the risk?
I think I can do it. I think I can sell it. We just need to figure out what we want to know and what we want them to believe.
All right. Good luck.
But, we should grab Asahar's clothes, go to Asahar's room, right, and do the call. Set me up, right?
Yes, Remy's in there.
Yeah, I'm going to rummage through stuff and look for clothes, I guess. I'm looking for props to make it more likely, more believable is the word I'm looking for.
I want to sidle up to Krug and kind of relay the information that Clokey gave me about the spirit.
Yeah, why don't you have that scene right now?
Okay. Krug,
Yeah.
come here.
All right.
So I've been informed that you have a spirit attached to you. So it is a bit like a ghost. No one was that far off.
A spirit attached to me, like on my body?
Well, no. I believe in it within the wraps.
Oh. Okay. And why?
Clokey goes, no.
Oh, no. Not in the wraps.
Look at Krug and look at his shadow and look at your shadow.
So wait, there's no cloak?
Oh.
And Moss, when you look down, Krug's shadow is significantly darker than yours. Like, you know how shadows have like a slight transparency to it? It's almost like it is like solid black.
See, look at that. You have a void attached to you.
I'm sorry, see what? What am I looking
Look at your
for?
shadow.
I'm gonna look at my shadow.
And now look at my shadow.
I look at Moss's shadow.
You see the same thing that she sees.
My shadow is would me thinking it's slightly darker make sense, or is it like, oh my god, that's a huge difference?
It's a huge difference.
Okay. Oh, that's ridiculous. What is that?
That, my friend, is your spirit. Moss loves knowing things that other people don't know.
Krug loves learning things from people who know things that Krug doesn't know. So there you go. What does it want from me? Like, why me? Well, okay, I have too many questions. One, why me? Two, why is it not being more forthcoming if it wants my help? And three, why is it still here but not talking to me anymore? How about those three questions?
You hear it respond, I've already told you what I want.
Oh, you're still here?
Yes, I am. I haven't left you.
Can I ask you some questions?
Sure.
Can I ask you some questions and have you answer them?
Depends on the questions.
Fair enough. I know what you want.
Okay.
Why should I believe you?
Because you're the one that has to do it. It's not like you can hand me the skull piece and I do a thing. You have to physically be the one that does it.
But you're going to tell me what to do.
Exactly.
And to be clear, the only thing you want is to move on.
Exactly.
You don't have any other goals? I don't mean you don't have any other goals with the piece of the skull. I mean, do you have any other...
I have goals and aspirations with my afterlife, of course, but as for...
on this plane of existence?
No, my goal is to leave and finally go wherever I belong. I'm okay. I don't even care where I belong. It's just not here.
I rolled a 26 for sense motive.
It seems to be telling you the complete truth.
I don't know a lot about your situation, and I'm willing to... Hold on, wait. Before I get there, how are you attached to my shadow? Like, I don't understand that. Does that mean something for me? I don't get that part. Is it like a curse? Am I cursed? Am I gonna writhe in pain every night?
Just chill.
All right.
Look at your shadow.
Yeah.
Look at Moss's shadow.
I'll look there.
And then all of a sudden, Moss's shadow becomes very dark and deep, and yours goes normal.
Oh.
Excuse me. I did not consent to this.
I don't think that's a concern, really. Unfortunately.
And Moss, you hear, I'm terribly sorry. It's just more to prove a point than it is anything else. Give me a second. And whoop, it's back to Krug.
Thank you.
One last question. Why me, then?
Because you're the one that has the ability to do it.
Oh.
Fair enough.
I just, out of character, I think it wants you to use the paw.
Well, I don't think that's not gonna happen. So that's fine. It's
So
totally
inside
fine.
the room, we're getting
Out of character, of course.
Robin all done up like Asahar.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait to do the actual like transformation until before we make the call because it only lasts 10 minutes and the call shouldn't take that long, but just in case.
So, but for the dress up, who's going to roll a deception for the?
Why don't you dress me up and roll that?
Yeah, I'll dress you up. And I guess I can stand behind you and be Asahar.
Yeah, because the deception and performance are both a little bit better than Robin's. Not enough that like if I need to roll it, it's a problem. But if Remy can do the role and I'm just using my physical body to stand in, the numbers would be better for us.
I have an excellent deception.
You can also ask Moss to do it if you'd like to wait.
I mean like that. I was thinking
that was the original thing. What is Moss's deception right now?
Yeah.
Or performance?
My performance is 10 and my deception is 12.
Oh, they're the same as mine.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cool.
Well, wait. What, Moss? Are you an expert or just trained in deception?
How do I tell that again? If I'm an expert again?
On the like skills list, there's.
Oh yeah, I am an expert in deception.
Yeah, you have a 12 to deception. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh no! You have a 13 because you just leveled, and we have.
I haven't done my sheet yet.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. I was like, "There's no way that I've matched you on deception," because I'm an expert in it. Yeah, but
right.
And
your
I have
lower.
What? My charisma's +3? What?
Did you just boost it this level?
I might have.
Probably.
So yeah, I mean, it would be a little bit better if Moss was doing that role if we want to do that. Otherwise, we couldn't.
Yeah, that's fine. Do it. That's fine with me. Either way.
But yeah, it definitely. Maybe this is just like translates to a lower DC, but what I want to do is I want to when we were fighting Asahar and like doing damage to him, was he showing signs of like being physically damaged like a regular living person we would expect to? Like,
yes.
Okay. Then yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna transform into is it just catfolk in this setting? Is that the name of what he was? He was a catfolk?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm going to transform into a catfolk that looks as much like Asahar as you'll let me, but I also am going to focus on like having a bunch of like bruises and scratches and scrapes to just kind of obscure my facial features in general, so that it will minimize their scrutiny if they have any.
Okay.
So I'm going to look like a beat up version of a cat that looks like Asahar and then wearing Asahar's clothes. I keep saying Asahar and switching. It's Asahar. But yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. And then when Moss gets back, we'll have Moss roll the deception for that interaction. But I want to finish up this scene real fast with Krug and Moss. So yeah, the shadow tells you, Krug, that you're the one that has the ability to do it.
Look, I feel bad because it's entirely possible that you're a completely benevolent creature and that I'm just giving you a hard time for no reason. And if that's the case...
Hold on. Before you make a decision, can I show you something?
Yeah.
Okay. Tonight, I will show you. I have to gain my energy to do it. But I will show you tonight, and I will show you that you're doing good. You're doing something good.
Honestly, if you can do that, you will have anything you need from me. You understand?
Okay. All right. And your shadow goes to normal.
Okay, bye.
That's it.
Moss?
Yes?
I don't know how you deal with magic on a daily basis, but it's the spookiest, creepiest thing ever, and I don't like it very much. And I just want you to know that.
It makes life interesting, doesn't it?
I mean, yeah, I guess if you can look it up, but I think our life's interesting enough, don't you?
Well, before magic was all I really had to keep things interesting, but it's at times gets a little bit too much these days. But I did always dream of a life of adventure and intrigue and fame, so I suppose I got what I wished for.
Look, just thank you for dealing with it for us. That's all I got to say.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for thanking me. I feel like I don't oftentimes get acknowledgement from you, Krug. I appreciate it.
You're quite welcome.
Anyhow, shall we go see what they have gone to get up to? Because I feel like we should be involved in this mere business.
Yeah, I want to see it when they give away our position and I start walking.
Is there anything Robin and Remy want to do before they show up? I know you've already prepped, but I just didn't know.
I'm gonna search the room.
Okay, you have not. Yeah.
So.
Is there anything in particular that you're searching for, or are you just looking around?
I think I want to look for. I think specifically like documents that would have information about the attack or the organization. Not the true religion, but moreover the council, the circle. Is there a name for the people that we interrupted in the woods? The High Court, yeah. No. The people we interrupted in the woods, like that whole group of the Legion of Evil.
Oh! Out in the Grove, way back, the season 1 stuff. Gotcha.
Yeah. The Grove people. Gotcha. So we can find information because clearly Asahar is connected to them. So information about the Grove or this attack that True Religion is doing.
Okay.
That is. I think it's. My perception would have just gone up a bit, so that is 25.
So you search around the room, and as you're digging through stuff, you notice that there isn't really any sort of documentation, or at least any really good documentation whatsoever. Like there's scribbles, there's like a notepad, and most of it is written in another language.
Ask Remy if they can read it.
Remy, what languages do you currently know? I think you chose Abyssal last time, right?
Yeah, I know Common, Elven, Gnomish, Goblin, and Abyssal.
You do not know this language.
Okay.
You can roll to see if you know what language this is, but yeah.
I would like to do that as well. Is that some kind of lore?
Let's just do an intelligence roll.
Okay. I just boosted my intelligence.
This is before we get there, right?
Flat intelligence, I got an unnatural 20.
Yeah, take that. I got like an 11.
This is Amoron, which is catfolk.
Okay.
Oh, cool. I see. Okay. Well, if we want to hold on to that book for a little while, I can spend a week unlearning Abyssal and then pick that up. But I do really, Abyssal is kind of come in handy.
Here's the thing. Maybe we'll run into someone else who speaks the language. It's got to be someone in the court of Corvids, right? That can do the court. Robin's like looking at the mirror. The regular court, the true religion.
God.
Excuse me. You hear someone at the doorway.
Yeah, what up?
It seems to be a elderly woman, and she stands there and she goes, excuse me, are you the ones that dealt with Asahar?
Yeah, I threw him off a cliff. What do you want?
Why would you do such a thing?
Because he was evil and he tried to kill us.
He threw poison bags in the city and he was going to do so many more. If you want to see what Asahar was really up to, go into town. But don't. It's very dangerous there right now.
He helped us all.
He helped you to use you. He was using you, all of you.
What is he going to use from me? I can't even.
This right here. This is what he's using you for. You go up. You seem like a nice old person, and you come up to us and you say like, "I can't believe you would do this to our hero." You give him a good perspective from people.
You make him seem good, so people trust him, and then he can hurt them. He may not have hurt you, but he hurt a lot of people, and would have hurt more if we didn't stop him.
Is there no such thing as this was the best way you could come about it.
No, he attacked us though.
Yeah.
We wanted to resolve things a little bit more,
In fact,
peacefully.
from what Reggie tells me, they tried to keep him alive.
Well, you can call me Remy.
From what Remy tells me, thank you, babe. They tried everything they could. They wanted to talk to him more, keep him alive, but
yeah, we tried to
he
heal.
just
We
went.
tried to heal Asahar. We used like healing magic, and it straight up killed him because he was undead. And I'm sorry, the Krug, did you?
Oh, I was going to ask if I could appear in the scene. I didn't.
Yes,
I would love that.
Yeah, all of you can.
Oh, hey, Krug, Mas. So this
We're explaining the situation.
here's the deal. This Asahar person is part of a bigger organization that is very evil, and they are in charge. They're the ones who are like doing the whole Zombo stuff. That where the zombies are coming around. I mean, Asahar is like one of the people who was like in charge of that. And they have been screwing with us for a really long time. We are the ones from the peaceful cities who like stopped the bonfire. And then everything went really bad, and
That's not.
but kind of in a good way.
Yeah, that might not sound like a good part of our track record, but trust us, that was actually a good thing to do. We were stopping someone from being sacrificed. A very good friend of ours now.
You were a disguise. That was your purpose. That was the thing that you were being used for.
Yeah.
I think that's the point that we're trying to make.
You were his shield, so he could do whatever he wanted.
People like Asahar hide behind good people like you because you're probably genuinely a good person. I don't know you, ma'am. Sorry, but I don't see a lot of evil that you could do. But I mean, it enables Asahar to do whatever Asahar wants to do, and what he wanted to do was horrible.
And I know that's a lot. It's a lot to take in, and just believe us as best you can. None of this is your fault, though.
I would also like to sense motive on this lady.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling that too, just to be sure. She
Okay.
seems genuine, but this would also be a really good plan.
Guess what? Guess what I rolled by my dance. It was a
Natural 20?
Natural one. What?
Natural 20,
Oh yeah,
which is a 31. I don't know if that helps.
I'm 18, so
You know that she's very upset. She's very angry. She is livid. She you don't know how long she's been living here, but I mean, you know that no matter what you say to her, you have just killed the person who had saved her. You know, like,
yeah.
I know that from your perspective, it's very irresponsible of us to come in here and destroy everything that you have without a plan to replace it with something else. I can't. I was gonna say I can imagine how you feel, but I can't really, to be completely honest, because I'm fine. This isn't gonna hurt me at all, aside from physically being hurt by Asahar. But after this, I'm going to walk away, and I'm going to be perfectly okay. And maybe you won't be, and that is something that I'm going to regret for a very long time.
I don't think it needs to be that way. Because here's the thing: Asahar didn't give you anything. He gave you a figurehead, a role model. Some could argue not a good one, but all of the work that's being done here. I mean, he didn't do that himself. His hat, it was nothing. All of his magics, it was nothing. You all can keep this place running. I mean, it was you and all the others who live here who really did the work, made it happen. You can keep that going. The good parts of this, just don't poison people and turn them into zombies and all that. That's where we draw the line, honestly.
Look, we're going to do a lot of stuff. We're strangers, you're strangers. We're strangers, we come in, we dismantle your whole life. Things look very bad. I get it. Here's the deal. We're going to save the world. We're going to stop the zombos. After that happens, if you're still really upset, come and find me and kill me. My name is Remy Ashwillow. I generally live around insert city's name, this area, kind of out into the nature and everything. I am part of an organization that I've been told I can't say the name of to strangers, so I won't tell you right now, but it is a court and it is of a bird. So, if you can locate all of those things, I have a bunch of friends. I'm very popular. People know who I am. So find me after we save the world from these zombos, and then you can kill me. That's fine. We came in and did away with your lifestyle or whatever.
I'm more
For
famous.
now,
I'm more famous than Remy, so you could also, look for me because I'm the most famous.
yes, Moss is the most famous.
That's true. No one wants to argue that, right?
Yeah.
We can all agree Moss is the most famous, and that is what we're talking about here. Is he's the most famous?
She looks at all of you and spits on the ground,
Remy spits on the spot that she spits on.
and she turns and walks away.
Good.
Krug's going to
Leave.
follow her a little bit. Probably follow her pretty far back until we're out of earshot of the rest of the group. And
Okay.
then I'm going to not grab her, but I'm going to like walk up so that I'm next to her and say, just one more minute.
She turns. She goes, "Why should I give it to you?"
You don't have to give me anything you don't want to give me. I'm not trying to force you into anything, but if I gave you some money, would that help you? I mean, to get back on your feet.
How terribly insulting you are. How disgusting you are. You think that this is just something that you can pay off? It's just a fine that you just killed the leader of this group? I don't care what you think you did here, but there are other ways to go about this. You literally killed a man today.
Right.
You killed other people today in the pursuit of what? To some sort of rightful, acceptance. I don't even know what. She pauses and she clenches her fists for a moment and just holds tight. And she goes, "Look, I don't care what you think you did here today. I don't care what you think he did here today. But know that whatever he supposedly did, you're just as palpable as he is by doing the same thing." And she turns around and walks away.
I want to poke out like just at the end of that and be like, "Hey, Krug, hey, we need your help. Come in here. We're trying to impersonate that dead cat that I killed. So please come back in."
God.
She's gonna temporarily get level 20, and then she's gonna turn around.
She doesn't. She just keeps walking.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I think Robin, like after like this whole conversation, she's gone like very, very quiet and just like heavily in thought because she's like, I think all of that does like hit her really hard, and she's especially thinking about like we haven't addressed the immediate consequences of this, but like if I remember right, there were just like people in the room that she blew up with like a huge ball of fire. Right? They're coming with water, or is that
they were coming with water? But everybody got out of there, as far as I know.
I know that you all did.
You had killed a couple of the high court people who were under the influence of Asahar.
Yeah.
Was that, and that was there?
That was in our fight.
That was in their fight. Okay.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
okay, then yeah, I guess just thinking about it in general.
Yeah, no,
Sure.
whatever. I mean, like, here's the thing. Of course, they're going to feel like that. I mean, like, they were swindled. They were duped. That is what cults do. And they're probably some of these people are going to feel invigorated and like they need to like get revenge for their leader, who they saw as this really great person, and maybe they will.
I didn't melt. And as far as I'm aware, the computer's not melted either. But
Does it smell like after a thunderstorm?
it smells like heat. Like literally, it smells like just heat.
Yep.
And the official temperature in the office is now 100 degrees.
Nice.
So-
Yeah.
Oh, talk amongst yourselves. I realized I did something before we started, and I never did the.
You just go do that, and then
Yeah,
we'll talk
the
amongst
thing.
ourselves. I would like to officially resolve the encounter that we had with the sun in
Cool,
chat.
please.
For those of you that weren't paying attention, in chat we had an encounter with the sun. A couple of you rolled initiative. It looks like Jason and Nathan both rolled nat ones on their initiative, which means you go after the sun. That's a huge problem for the two of you. And then Lord of the Nines tries to seduce the sun. I'm gonna just assume you rolled a natural 20 and that you succeed. You then have to deal with the sun trying to cuddle up next to you, and it burns you alive, so you are now dead. And let's see. Thistle attempted to poison the sun.
Yeah.
Your poison evaporates. Nothing happens. The sun's going to take the sun's turn. The sun is going to roll move slightly closer, you all die. The end of the encounter. The sun wins.
I want to ask the chat, where did we leave off? What was the last thing you all remember?
Good point. In the Court of Corvids canon here. Where was the cliffhanger for you?
What was the last thing? Cat imitations. Oh, it was Remy calling Krug back in to do the cat.
Yeah. Yep.
Lady was mad at Krug. Okay.
Yep. We just finished with the lady. So now
The woman had just walked away, and you were being mean to her.
I need to go get a new ice pack so I don't pass out. I'll be right back.
Do it.
Yep.
I have taken a frozen washcloth and I have put it over the fan so that the fan blows cold air.
Oh, you're talking about the fan that's blowing onto you, not your computer fan, right?
Yeah. No, I
Just making sure.
And I drenched the computer.
I took this frozen cloth and I put it over all of my vents, and it's gonna really cool down my computer.
Yeah, I think we're about to make the call, and we're all feeling really bad. Well, I'm feeling really bad.
So
I said some stuff as
Remy was saying some stuff. I was trying to interject something actually. If we can go back to that, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I want to. I'll say my stuff. Do we want to wait for Molly?
It's up to you.
Yeah, she should be back soon.
So then while we're waiting, did everyone died after the sun moved like 10 feet forward, right?
Oh yeah, the sun used one move action and killed everybody. It was gross. It was actually the most stupendously easy encounter for the sun.
The sun would be a really fun like final boss for a D&D campaign.
Would it?
Like it's a celestial body.
Would it be? I guess in Starfinder there is well, okay, maybe this is spoilers for maybe I shouldn't. Is it spoilers?
I mean, if you're contemplating that much, it might be.
I mean, Dragons and Things just announced that they're doing Space and Things, which they are running
Doomsday Dawn.
Doomsday Dawn. Wait, was it? No, not Doomsday Dawn. It was the Starfinder game that you ran.
Yeah, that's.
Doomsday Dawn.
Is that not Doomsday Dawn?
Doomsday Dawn was the name of the Pathfinder 2nd Edition playtest.
You're right.
You're right.
What is it? Campaign. It's something about.
All I remember is I played a truly horrible person.
Maybe I'm wrong.
That one.
It's not Dead Sons. Dawn of Flame. Dawn of Flame.
Yeah, I played like a four-armed TV pastor, basically.
Televangelist.
Televangelist. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You know, that was actually kind of a very Moss adjacent character. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, like I feel like if Moss was a lot less like actually charming
and in the future,
good-hearted.
Yeah. I mean, you say good-hearted, but also Asmodeus, so there's that.
Well, that's the thing. I think Moss has a good heart. She has bad influences.
Maybe she has a good heart in her hands, and it's like.
She's got a good heart in her hands.
By the way, all those people that are here live get to actually experience the weirdness that we are versus people who. Which is all of this is getting cut out, so you know.
This is who we are as people.
Okay, right. So, the last thing that chat was saying is when the old lady got mad and walked away, and then Remy came out and was rude. But so Krug's coming back inside. We can pick up from there. I don't remember all the cool shit I said, but
you basically poked your head out and said, "Hey."
No, I remember that. I just said a bunch of cool stuff afterwards.
After that,
what was it that you poked your head out and said? Because I don't think they heard it.
I poked my head out and said something like, "Hey, Krug, come back in here. We need to impersonate this cat I just killed." So the one I threw off a cliff. She walks away. She's all gruff, all mad. Doesn't even respond. And then we come inside, and I go, "Oh, that was when. Oh, you had mentioned that Robin was feeling upset."
Yeah. Robin. It seems like that's like everything the woman is like saying and feeling is getting to her. And Remy said, "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, Remy's like, there's no reason for us to feel upset about this. Like, mad. For one, I mean, that's not how we tried to resolve it. We just got ambushed and, like, they tried to kill us. But for two, I mean, this is what cults do. This is this is their guidebook, the rule book, the thing that they do, the way that they use people. They lull them into thinking that they are good so that they have a cover for all of the bad things they want to do. Of course, she feels the way that she feels. And of course, other people are going to feel the way that they feel. And some of them might even want like revenge, or this might push them into more of like an extremist sort of like position. They might do something that is dangerous or violent. But I think freeing them from that position is better. Like getting them, some of them might have been in this cult, like doing this, like making this cover for all of this bad stuff that Asahar was doing without even knowing it, and like just doing it for the rest of their lives. I mean, would you it's like with the peaceful cities. Would you rather live in like a peaceful bliss for your entire life, but like be lied to? Or would you figure out what life is actually about and go out and live it? You know, even if it is worse, it is true.
What I'm having trouble with is I would, of course, choose the truth and choose to live, but none of them got to make that choice. And that's not our fault, but it doesn't make it less sad.
It's not our fault in the sense that we're guilty of something like negative. I stand by what we did, but from their perspective, we stole their freedom, basically. Like, they had a good thing going here, and we took it away. That's what happened, right? It has nothing to do with Asahar. Literally zero things to do with Asahar. It'd be as though
Asahar is the one who gave them the freedom. It has everything to do with Asahar.
But you could replace Asahar with anything, and it's the same result. If Asahar was a well that provided a city its water, and we came and we drained the well, that's basically what we did.
A well is a good thing.
I know someone who can give them water and guidance.
Hold on.
And in a sense of meaning.
You can tell them about your god later. Hold on. No, I'm not here for this false equivalence business that Krug is trying to peddle. There is a difference. If you come in and you uproot an evil person, yes, you know what? Sure, maybe the court could be going around and like actually putting in steps to make sure that people can, recover from like something upending like that. But that's sort of not their job. And what we were saying before about people having a choice, the choice is not made when we get rid of the leader. The choice is made after. What we did, we didn't give them their freedom. We're giving them the opportunity for a choice. And from here, they can either choose to continue thinking that Asahar was a really good person and do whatever revenge, or like keep like living their life in sorrow and do the thing that they are going to do. That can happen. Or people can actually look into it, figure it out, like from us or from the attacks that are going to be happening on these cities, and decide, oh wait, no, that was a bad person, and I need to make the decision to, even though it is difficult and I found some sorts of freedoms there, I need to either get a community of my own that will not be negative, that will not be a cover for these cult-like activities, or I need to move on and do something else.
I mean, you're preaching to the choir, Remy. I don't know everything you're saying. That sounds really condescending. I feel like I understand where you're coming from, but you have to understand that giving somebody a choice is also giving them the opportunity to fail, right? And some people don't feel like they can succeed, especially that woman was very old. She doesn't maybe have it in her to do the research, or maybe she doesn't have it in her to go and start a new life somewhere.
No,
but we ruined the one that she had.
Age is not an excuse. Someone that old should have that much wisdom to think, oh, maybe I should look into this myself.
Wisdom isn't everything, Remy.
Honestly, what I have learned
you don't have to tell me twice.
from my years in the spotlight is that people are going to think what they're going to think, and they're going to do what they're going to do. And all you can do is what is best for you, or in this case, we are doing what is best for others. And if they hate us, they hate us. And that's still fame.
I mean, bottom line, that's what I think too. I mean, except for the fame part, but we have to keep doing what we're doing, even if we're it's such a slippery slope.
Here's the thing. We should be prepared at the end of this for the world to hate us. It probably won't happen. I don't think most people are going to get the wrong idea about what we're doing. But so far, I mean, the entire cities we came from, they hate us. because we did something good. And this entire compound, most of them are going to hate us because we did something good. We got lucky with the frogs and the skin wearers underground. They don't seem to hate us, but are we ready to take that on if it gets there on a global level?
I think the bigger question is, are we ready to actually be wrong?
Haters make me famous.
I don't think being wrong is consideration, and as Moss says, haters make us famous.
If we don't,
I am happy and willing to be wrong.
that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to say I think we're wrong.
I know. I
wouldn't have done anything that I've ever done if I thought it was wrong. But
just,
if we lose sight of the fact that we are fallible at this point in our lives.
I don't think I am what's the word you just used? Fallible?
Yeah.
Unfallible? I don't think I'm like some omnipotent like savior.
I don't think you think that.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm trying to say is that the road that we have the opportunity to walk down is one where we end up justifying atrocities using, but it's for the greater good. I understand the logic behind slippery slopes and the fact that it's not necessarily going to get to that point because we can just simply stop. We can decide to get to a point where we're doing something and it feels wrong, and then we stop doing it. We don't justify it incorrectly. That is what I hope we will do. But in order to do that, we have to keep in mind that we are fallible and that we have to assess our decisions carefully, and that we have to keep in mind that they affect lots of other people. If we ever lose sight of that, we've started down a road that we should never, ever have put a foot in to begin with.
I agree, and personally, none of that feels like it's on my shoulders. Because yes, we are all fallible. We are capable of making the wrong decision and thinking we're doing what's best and actually doing what's not best. But we have 4 gods behind us, and I don't think they are fallible, and I don't think they can be wrong, and I don't think they are wrong about this. I think that we are fighting for them for a reason. So I don't even think there's a chance that what we're doing isn't right.
Listen, first of all, it's not about the overarching goal. It's about how we go about doing it. Did you know that some of these people were being controlled by Asahar before we started fighting Asahar?
Well, I assumed.
But did we know?
I did not know like there was a magical control. I just thought Asahar was very charming and was getting through to a lot of people.
Yeah.
We killed some of those people. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, the ocean takes a lot.
We've killed
water washes away.
I'm not saying that it wasn't. I'm not saying that there's something else we could have done. I'm not trying to blame us as a group. I'm not saying that we're responsible for their lives or that we should go to jail. I'm saying that we can always do more. We can always save one more life.
Yes, it weighs heavy. I understand. But I just want a soul to be like the ocean and just keep moving. Just keep rushing and doing what we need to do. Because yes, it's hard, but honestly, the more we think about it, the harder it's going to be. But that's my wisdom, and wisdom's not everything. So.
The goodness of people, as opposed to water, is that we can stop before we act.
That's
and
true.
I think that is important. So I agree, Krug. I think this is a good talk. Moss, deactivate the mirror.
Fine.
We're not doing the thing.
I don't know what we would gain from it. I'm not confident that we won't give up the fact that we are taking out some of these leaders.
Do we not think deactivating it might give that hint as well?
I mean, I don't know how that works.
Okay, well that's a good point. Let's put it on. Let's just put it back under the bed.
Moss, you know that by deactivating it just means that it's like calling a phone that is broken. It just kind of goes and goes and goes and goes. You don't know. I mean, one way or another, and all of you are smart enough to know that.
Yeah, they're going to find out eventually.
Yeah, they're going to find out. Yeah.
A little bit more time.
I also would like to add that if I do deactivate it, we could take it with us and reactivate it if we have access to that certain kind of magic, if we ever were to need it again.
Can we reactivate it?
Yes, if we find something.
Yeah, we do. Oh, that is right.
Yep.
Okay.
Also, I would like to give my 2 cents on this entire conversation. I never wanted to be the savior of the world in any way, shape, or form. I just wanted to be an entertainer, and I wanted to be beloved by all. I am not of the opinion that being hated is necessarily what I desired for myself, but I think that along this way, we've all learned a lot about ourselves, about friendship. We've all been chosen by gods, which makes us infinitely more special than others. And people in positions of power like us have to make difficult decisions, have to hurt others, but it is for the greater good. I mean, do you think that if we had not done anything that we haven't done already, that the entire world would be overrun by zombies by now if it weren't for us? And I think that we are doing great things. And honestly, I don't think that getting involved in these moral quandaries is helpful for us. We have to move forward with the guidance of our gods, with the guidance of the Court of Corvids, which might be a cult or might not be, but at least they're aligned with making sure that people don't die. And I just think that this one woman throwing a hissy fit because she can't think for herself shouldn't really affect our feelings that much.
Moss, I'm not trying to make you feel responsible or upset or that you did something wrong. And as a matter of fact, maybe if I wasn't here, none of you would have questioned this and it would have been totally fine. It's just kind of in my nature, right? Like to do that kind of thing.
You are a moral compass.
Well, I don't know about that.
Please don't. God, please don't make him be the moral compass.
That's not. I don't think I'm ready for that yet. But that having been said, the only thing that I want, and I think that you want too, is for us to remain cognizant of the fact that we do have more power than your average individual, and there are 4 of us. And with that power, did Moss say 5?
No. Cloaky did.
Cloaky said 5.
With that power comes an additional, yes, you're right, an additional amount of knowledge. We get information that these common folk don't have.
We're all waiting for responsibility, Drew. We're all waiting.
They dodged it on purpose. With that comes additional, information. We won't have, we won't necessarily be able to educate everybody about why we made every single decision that we made. I mean, I had that conversation with Arturo like for 20 minutes, just him yelling at me for a decision I made. It was nonsense. It was absolute nonsense. He was just being emotional. My point is that with all of that comes the additional responsibility of having those things. We will have to work harder than your average person, despite the fact that we are substantially more capable, because we have to be careful, because we have to do the right thing. We have to get the best possible result. We can't 90% stuff. We got 100% every day, all day. That's what I'm trying to say, is that if we ever dip below 100%, we're starting down a path that we should never start down.
Is Krug inventing motivational speaking right now? we got 100% every day.
Every day. 110%.
Okay. I agree with all of this. I think it's good to keep discussing this stuff openly. This makes me say, everybody put your hand in. Moving forward, if any of us on a 3-to-1 basis, so this will always be a vote, if one of us seems to be getting out of line and risking more life or certain freedoms or other things like that for quote unquote the greater good, the other 3 of us have to take care of them. I'm not necessarily saying we have to kill them or anything, but we have to neutralize whatever that problem is, and then it needs to be fixed. So there should be a series of checks and something else.
The funny thing is, we did that the opposite way in the monastery. If there was ever one person who dissented and only one person who dissented, the entire monastery would stop what they were doing and re-reflect on what we were doing.
Well, that is fine with me.
That works.
All of us do that. I mean, and if it comes down to it, I'll say it, if for some reason I get taken over by something again, or I lose my own free will and I'm about to do some really bad things,
right?
I don't live very long anyway. Like, and I've lived a pretty sick life. I mean, have you seen my wife? Yeah, no, just take care of me.
Robin,
like, you know,
waves a little bit.
just, I mean, if you think you can, just like,
Oof, you're
just
gonna regret those
you
words,
know,
Remy.
yeah.
You're
If
gonna
it
regret
comes
those
to it,
words.
do it, and I will do the same for any of you. And Remy gets in really close. If we find out at any point that the court of Corvids is doing some things behind our back, are you all willing to take care of them with me?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I told Arturo that when we very first joined.
Okay,
So yeah, 100%.
cool.
Of course.
I'm willing to be wrong, and when I find out I'm wrong, I am willing to fight as hard as I can in the other direction.
I'll mess that guy up.
Do you just want to fight Arturo?
I mean, no, because he could probably murder me with his eyes closed, but like maybe someday. Yeah.
Okay, so deactivate the mirror, take it with us. Is that the plan?
I think it's a
Yeah.
good plan.
Do it.
Okay.
Moss, you take the mirror and you set it flat down and you run your fingers over the runes and you say the incantation, and the mirror again swirls with black around it, and the runes glow for a moment and die off.
All right, that was pretty cool.
Can I, Jake? This appears to be the same. Like when you say it's like the same kind of mirror as the one that the guy. Can I say the real name? Real person.
Yeah. I know.
The Alex Jones guy. That's his name. Is it like the same like material, same like craftsmanship, seemingly?
Yep.
Okay, I want to roll. I think I want to roll a crafting check. Let me know if something else makes sense. Where with like kind of between the two, if I can get an idea of where in the world this mirror itself was constructed, or maybe like by who, to see if I can help us find more information about it.
Nice.
Ooh. All right, I rolled an 18, and crafting is I think a +10. Hold on. My screen is frozen. Crafting is intelligence. I have +3 intelligence right now. I'm level 5 and I'm trained. So
I think that's a 10.
I think that's 10. Yeah, because it's 7 + 3. So yeah, 28.
So you're not. You look at this and you can see that these pieces have been built and have been brought in from many different places in the world. The wood that has the carvings in them is from very rare trees. The mirror itself is actually just, now that it has been deactivated, it is just a sheet of glass instead of a mirror.
Right. Okay.
Whoever did this is of a decent level in magic.
Okay, and this is definitely like craft. It is a magical item that has been crafted.
Yes,
Like magical crafting.
more specifically, it is a ritual item. It is an
Cool.
item that someone
That's right, you mentioned that.
has created a ritual on, and has then turned around and made this item a two-way portal, basically.
Cool. And this is it was a ritual of a higher level than I feel capable of casting, even at my current level, right? Cool.
Yes.
Even though I know I can do rituals now. Okay, cool. Yeah.
So should we go back into the city? Are people still needing to be taken care of there?
How
we should
bad is it?
check out. Yeah, I mean it's bad. It's really bad. We
And there are people who have been turned into zombos?
yeah, and honestly, probably more now than when we left.
Okay, well, let's go take care of the zombos.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a small camp where we were set up. Left some people there. I'd have to check in on them, make sure they're okay. Count the survivors, see if there's more or less, and yeah, we should clear out what we can of the zombies. I wish there was a way to turn them back. And just now, I'm glad I don't have the monkey's paw around my neck.
Did we ever figure out if the effects of that poison were reversible or not?
No, once they're a zombie, they're a zombie.
Oh.
It is possible to the current poison that hasn't been used is capable of.
Right, but I'm
I
talking
mean-
about one, like the people that have already been turned. They're just
Yeah.
gone. All right.
We don't know a way to turn people back from zombies other than, I mean, we
Yeah.
can
I mean, it could have been like a zombie adjacent, not really a zombie thing, but if they're
Right.
just straight zombies, I buy it.
We should also I know we talked to Thistle about the possibility of destroying or neutralizing the poison that was still here. Is that something that Thistle like needs or could use our help on?
She's
or...
working on it.
Okay.
Cool. Then I want to step outside and I want to see Scott and like Herring and everything. Hey, you two have seen a lot. Are you doing okay?
And Scott looks over at you and goes, I'm fine. This is far from the worst thing I've seen.
Sure. Okay.
And Herring's like, honestly, like this whole entire adventure has been kind of messed up. So like,
yeah. Yes,
I mean, you're not wrong.
Herring.
You're
Herring,
right.
your beautiful little eyes. I'm so sorry for all that you have seen.
Do you need a nap, Herring? I can probably
Herring.
lead for a bit.
Herring, my dear, I appreciate your loyalty. Come give me a hug.
Herring runs over and hugs your leg.
Oh.
So I think we're going back into the city to take care of the zombos. Is that
Yeah.
okay with you, Scott? Herring?
Yeah, that sounds fine.
One thing to keep in mind, we do still have a little bit of a problem with a demon. That
Oh, yeah.
Weren't we supposed to do something about that? Clokey? What's up? Oh no, the demon's coming back to us, right?
the demon knows where we are. We don't know where the demon is.
Well, the demon knows where we were. The demon knows that we are
we're
here.
still there.
But we're going to leave right now, hopefully. we just got to cover our
moving,
tracks.
and we'll catch up on the demon on the way.
We just got to cover our tracks. That's it. We don't want them following us.
Oh,
So
I
you're all-
I can do
you're all-
that. Want me to roll to cover tracks, or
So you're going to move at half your speed. So that will take
Got it.
you a long time to
Yep.
get back.
not if only I'm covering tracks. If we're okay sacrificing me for part of that, like if you all just go on without me and I get there late,
Oh,
does that seem worth it? In fact, I can even.
that's interesting. I actually never thought about using that way. That's really good and smart.
Because I can even. Well, I don't know. We haven't refocused spells, have we yet, Jake? So I shouldn't like have new spells. Yeah, never mind. Then I can't do Fleetfoot anymore. But
I'm just going to throw this out there. If they're following us and they're faster than you, you die almost assuredly. Like you'd have to just get out somehow.
yeah, that's true. Oh, yeah, if I need to become faster, I'll just shapeshift. So yeah, I'll do that. I'm gonna track
All right.
and just try to keep an ear out for if I'm being followed.
Hey, boss.
Yes.
Hey,
Yes.
Hey, so that's a horrible idea. That is just a terrible idea.
And why is that, my friend?
Because you're the only reason they're going to be able to kill this thing. And if they get caught out, they're just going to die.
Correct.
So basically, if you don't want to die,
No, I don't.
you should all, they basically need to hang around you so that they don't die.
I've already been spared once, and I'm not quite sure if Asmodeus would be as delightful the next time.
I'm sorry, who? Asmodeus?
I'm off in the corner talking to Clokey. Thank you.
Where are you?
Yes.
Wait,
we're in
we-
a caravan.
I think-
you can full
Not yet, actually,
volume.
You're not in caravan.
Oh, we're not.
No, we haven't started moving yet.
We're discussing. not doing
Have
it.
we heard
Okay.
Asmodeus' name before though? I
We
feel
have.
like we have, and we just
This is far from the first time. Yeah.
yeah, we tried a religion check on it and we didn't succeed. So yeah, never mind. That I don't think that would occur to me then because we've
Yeah.
already heard Asmodeus' name.
And every time you guys try to call it out, I immediately go, huh, what? I don't know what you're talking about. I just start gaslighting everybody.
And as what? And as
Yeah.
what?
And ask what? All right. Well, so you would suggest that we just head towards the hordes of zombies first?
Every direction is hordes of zombies. So that's number one. Number two, I don't care where we go, but I'm here to keep you alive, right?
Yes, of course.
by keeping you alive, that means I need them to also inherently stay alive, at least for now, right? Because all of you together keeps you... Anyways, if they leave, if any of them separates from you, and this demon comes out, they will die.
Yes.
And if the demon catches us without everyone, you're going to die, then I'm going to get in trouble, and then I'll be punished for the rest of eternity. So,
and we wouldn't want that.
Like, maybe tell them that idea. Well, because remember, this demon, it will get hurt if it gets healed. Remember that thing? Like,
yes,
you need to be there. Just I don't know what you need to tell them. You do the talking bit.
Listen, friends. I think.
I'm sorry, you're all the way off in the corner. Can you speak up a little bit?
I'm projecting.
Oh my goodness.
I am projecting while I walk back towards everyone.
Okay,
Listen,
cool.
friends. I have had a think about this, and there's absolutely no good reason for us to split up. I think that in these pivotal times that we absolutely need to stick together like the great adventuring crew of dear, dear friends that we are, so that we can all keep each other alive, so that I can keep you alive in particular and use my healing powers towards the undead and potential demons.
Okay, but do you have any healing powers right now? Because I don't think you do.
Yeah, I'm out of mine. I can't do much today.
Moss still has some first level spells.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. No, yeah, I agree. That's fine with me. I mean, I'd rather you stay with us anyway. I mean,
Okay.
Yes.
Well,
So
then do we want to go slower, or do we want to be followed?
If we don't know that the demon thing can't follow us into the town, then I don't think we can go to the town. We can't bring that into that environment after they have to deal with what they're dealing with right now. It would literally completely annihilate that city.
It's
I mean-
also starting to get dark.
Yeah. Also, like, Jake, didn't we, like, Scott and I had a pretty good read on the situation and felt we had done kind of what we can.
yeah.
It was
Even if we
basically
had all of them,
recovery.
right?
It was recovery mode at this point.
Yeah.
When you look at
I personally need my beauty rest. I think that we should take a nice rest, eat some of Onion's gloriously gifted eggs, and then wake up bright and early tomorrow and go demon hunting.
Can we at least travel a little bit further away from this place so that the demon has no reason to stay here? Because there are innocent people here too. You know,
I think that's a good idea.
let's travel somewhere in a direction that is not towards town, just off in the middle of nowhere, and set up camp, and then we'll see what happens. We don't have to cover our tracks at that point. We have to deal with this demon eventually, anyways.
Sure. Is that possible with the, like, geography or the okay,
Yep.
cool. Just to go somewhere that's not towards town.
Okay.
I'll do is that perception and survival to find a good camping spot. I know we've done that in the past.
Oh,
we should-
it will be survival, but let's
should
before
start
you. Sorry, go
heading-
for it.
Sorry, we should start heading towards the hot farmers.
Oh
The
yeah,
hot farmers. They had a friend named Mia that they said that I should meet, who is like just a little bit out of town or something. It was near here. We should start heading that direction because I do want to meet this Mia.
I do remember you mentioning that, and it's
Oh,
always
right.
good to have friends in new places.
another tiger lady person,
Those
right?
ones were hot.
It's Jaguar. Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
You and I should like go on the couples like getaway or something.
Oh my god, that'd be so cool. Oh my god, I can look at you and them and both of them and back at you.
So
Enjoy the company. I'm
you
feeling
all
better.
get in the caravan, correct, and start
Yes.
heading.
You know what? I don't even care about that old woman anymore.
Is that
Yeah.
the plan? Okay, so crew, where are you? Are you in the caravan, or are you driving, or are you on top? Where do you normally hang out at?
After oh my goodness, the driver of the caravan, the name
Herring?
Herring, thank you. Oh my goodness, I feel so shitty. After hearing Herring talking about how they're kind of like, oh, this whole thing's messed up, I'm just gonna like sit next to Herring and I'm trying to talk to Herring and help them through it, basically.
Okay.
I had offered earlier to drive the caravan if Herring wants a break, and I do want to like make good on that if Herring's at all.
Sure.
like,
so
open to that.
Herring would be inside then.
If that's
Oh, okay,
cool.
then I'll be inside. Yeah, that's fine.
I'm
Krug
making
got yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm making Scott give me a massage.
I'm facing the opposite direction.
I just wanted to make sure you would be as uncomfortable as possible inside the caravan.
It succeeded.
Yeah.
As you're sitting there talking with Herring, and Snowball starts to giddy up and go. As you're starting to reach the edge of the town, Krug, you feel like someone is touching your shoulders. As you get closer and closer to the edge of town, you feel that these hands are more gripping than they are just touching.
Moss, I swear, if you're...
And as you reach the edge of town, you fly out of the back of the caravan as it pulls you and drags you back into town. And that is where we're going to take our break.
Ah!
Be right back. I'm going to try to not melt. Bye. Bye. And we're back. Hi, everyone. How was your break?
Is this a bit?
No, we're back.
No, we're back.
I'm chewing on chips. Hello.
I hate you.
I wanted everyone to see your shaking motion.
Pretty good shake, honestly.
It was a great shake.
Mm-hmm. I will say, as of break, I went and got a water bladder, and it is cold, and it is on my back, and it is cooling me down, so that every time someone says hydrate, I can.
Oh, I see. You said water bladder, and I was picturing it, and now I know what I'm actually looking at.
It looks a little bit like you're giving the finger when you do that. Just a little bit.
Yeah, like you're giving the...
Mhm.
Oh,
Is that Twitch friendly?
hold on. Pathfinder affiliated. Come on. Paizo affiliated. Paizo affiliates aren't allowed for the middle. Or even two of the other fingers that I can think of.
Are you having a stroke? Are you okay?
Are we talking about me? No, I'm having a stroke of genius
Oh,
about what we can
so good.
do.
Skin me.
So as we left off, Krug's body flies out back of the caravan.
I have some questions about that.
Uh-huh.
Why?
I would like to react.
Do we even know? We're in the front.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm
Robin
you're
is driving, so all you hear is
Mhm.
the back door slam open, and you hear Krug rolling.
Yeah, I think I can react. I think that's something I would react to. I would like
Well,
to.
you start getting it's probably nothing. You could don't worry about it.
I want to try to turn Snowball around and see what's going on. I don't actually know what driving a horse-driven caravan is like, so I don't know how hard it actually is to, at the speed we're going, turn it around.
Your turn radius is like a small city.
Yeah, you can stop, but you can't turn.
Okay, then I will stop. I will stop and I think just instinctually hop off and run back to see what happened.
What's happening to me? Do I just land on the ground?
Yep. Right at the city limits.
So I land on the ground and I'm just like looking straight up, not saying anything, not moving, breathing clearly. I'm not like dead, but like
Okay, good.
just like don't know what just happened.
Okay. Well, we've been
Is
through a
there
lot.
anything around? I'm gonna stand up. Is there any? Did something do? And I'm gonna make a perception check to see if there's something that's casting magic spells at me. Ooh, baby. 30?
Your shadow is significantly dark again.
Hey, buddy.
Hi.
Not you. It's
Okay.
like, remember that spirit thing?
Oh yeah, just have your. I'll go back to the horse. You
Can
okay?
Real quick. Just look at my shadow. Look at
Oh
that.
God!
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Back to the horse. I'm gonna go back to the horse. Yeah. Shout if you need me. Okay.
I'm gonna just follow you because I don't want to be alone. Thanks. And
Okay. Then I will stay with you, Krug.
Okay, thank you.
Be brave right here.
Hey, what's going on?
Spooky
Did you
shadow.
pull me out of a?
See, this is terrifying.
Well, I don't want to leave the caravan. The Moss is inside with Scott. I don't know what they're doing. I mean, like a Herring is in there. Herring, actually, can you come back up to the front in case something happens, like we get ambushed or something? There should be somebody up here.
Herring crawls through the small little hole that's between the caravan itself and the driving seat.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Remy grabs their bastard sword and jumps off of the caravan and starts waddling over. Okay, hey everyone. Don't worry, Remy Ashwillow is here. What can I help you with?
I have no idea.
Just look.
Look at what? The
The
ground?
shadow. Look at Krug's shadow.
Look at Krug's shadow? Okay, great. Krug has a
Now
shadow.
look at my
You-
shadow.
Okay, you've also got the
Look
shadow.
back at Krug's shadow.
Okay, I'm doing
You
it.
see the difference?
It is clear as day.
I know, but I'm trying not to.
Moss pops her head out, by the way, of the back of the
I
caravan.
don't want Krug to feel. Remy leans over Robin. I don't want Krug to feel self-conscious about how dark his shadow is. I don't think.
No, babe, it's not natural to Krug.
That is such a great shadow on the
It's-
ground. It is perfectly normal
It's
to
a
have
ghost. It's a ghost,
shadow.
Remy. It's a
It's
ghost.
a ghost.
Krug, in your ear, you hear, you said you would let me show you. You can't leave until I get to show you.
Oh,
We made an agreement.
listen. I'm being 100% honest here. I had no idea that you had to be in a specific place to show me. I still want you to show me, and I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. I didn't mean to go back on my word. Where do you need me to go?
You can't leave the city yet. At midnight, I will show you. But you have to be in the city.
Okay. Hey, everybody, we got to go
Yeah.
back to the city because the ghost that is attached itself to my shadow needs to show me something at midnight.
I need to ask.
That was
out
a
of
weird
character.
sentence. I just need just a couple seconds to just think about how weird that sentence was.
Something
All
about
right.
the ghost. Something about midnight. Blah blah blah. City limit.
Yep.
We need to clarify. Did the ghost mean city or compound?
The compound.
Okay, cool.
It is a city, though, right?
It is. Yeah, I just want to make sure because we've been calling this like the
Yeah.
city. The
To
city.
differentiate the
Yeah.
city from the city.
We have Asahar's jar, and we haven't opened it yet because it's
Yeah,
'cause it's trapped.
we shouldn't
Poison?
until we
Yeah.
need it because once we do, we're gonna have a huge chest. Right now, it's just inside of a key,
Yeah, that's
so
true.
it's taking up less space.
And we don't want to deal with the poison that's in
And we
there.
already know it doesn't do anything, right? It's just that the bone shard with the other shards are powerful.
The skull piece.
The skull piece,
We don't know that it doesn't do anything. We just know that it like together they.
or I guess it
Well,
doesn't do what
Krug-
Asahar said it. did.
Krug heard.
Krug knows more information.
Krug heard that they were that each one can do something. It's like piling up
Right.
a spell. Like it's like a different spell levels.
Right.
Where like when you have one, it can do like this tiny thing. When you have two, it can do a slightly bigger thing. When you have three, it can so on and so
Mhm.
forth. Krug knows that. I don't think Krug shared that, but
I don't think so either.
yeah, the rest of us don't think they do anything individually. So. Okay, so yeah, we can stay around the compound. We'll stay a little bit on the outside, be a little, off
They
to the
can go
side.
wherever they want, but you need to stay.
Can they stay?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. I can only show you, though.
That's fine. I need them though. They help me endlessly.
Aw, that is so beautiful. What do you have to say about the rest of the people here, though?
Remy, I was talking about all of you. All of you.
Oh, that's right. Because yeah, of course.
Not,
That's beautiful,
Not-
Krug.
not just you, Remy. It's the group. I was talking about the group. The
Okay.
whole group.
Moss, as you're sitting in the caravan, Clokey goes, hey, I got a really bad feeling.
About what?
There's a weird shift in energy.
Like a bad demon shift?
Like a crap ton of undead. At least 100. I don't know. There's a lot. Oh my god.
Coming this way to us right now, right here.
No, they're here.
Here, right now?
Something's got to be wrong. I'm sorry. I might be wrong. Well,
Cookie, no, we're going outside and we're looking. Scott, come with me right now.
oh, okay, babe. All right.
Moss jumps out the front of the caravan to like where Herring's seat is and clambers on top of it, dragging Scott along behind her.
What's up, Moss?
I want to look off of the caravan, stand
Roll
on top of it, and look.
Roll a perception.
Oh Lord! Did my perception go up because we haven't done my new character?
Yes, it's
yet?
up by 1.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right, that is 25.
You do not see anything other than some civilians, but you do not see any undead.
Cloaky, you can see what I see. What about, could they be hidden?
Krug, as you see Moss standing up there looking around, you hear him in your ear again. Just wait, and I will show you.
Wait here.
Yes.
Or do you need me to? Okay.
No, I just mean it will be fine. Just relax for a couple more hours.
Moss,
When am I gonna get a cool thing that talks to me that no one else can hear?
I could
Moss
talk-
has Cloaky, Krug has Ghost.
Babe, when I'm like an animal, I can talk to you and no one else can really understand me. Does that
I
not
don't
do
know.
it for you?
I mean, like, well, but no, we can't hear Ghost. We can't hear Cloaky. They can hear you. They just can't understand you. I want
Jaguar lady, babe.
Jaguar Lady. Well, Jaguar Lady. I'm sure if all of you were awake, you would have heard Jaguar Lady. I don't know. And she only talked to me the one time when we were on the boat. Do you remember we were on the boat?
Of course, I remember being on the boat, babe. My life changed on the boat.
So we were
Is it-
staying here for 2 hours or something.
Is it possible for you to speak to the group, or can you only speak to me?
I can only speak to one person at a time, and my energy is stuck with you at the moment, trying to make this happen.
All right. Worth a shot.
Okay.
Moss, I don't know what it is that you're concerned about right now, but I think it has something to do with this guy. What can I call you? Do you have a name?
Ghost.
I don't mean to alarm anyone, but Cloaky is detecting a large amount of undead. However, my elf eyes do not see this large amount of undead, but I do trust Cloaky's capabilities considering the nature of Cloaky.
Does that have something to do with what you're doing?
Yes.
I have it on better authority than Cloaky that we shouldn't necessarily worry about that just yet.
Okay.
To be fair, slightly better authority than Cloaky.
Listen. Are you sure that thing isn't tricking you?
Absolutely not. But that's why I don't want to have you guys leave my side. But I'm
so
taking a
it's
risk
not-
on it.
So it's not technically better authority than me. It's just
Please-
that you favor it.
Please say that out loud, Moss. Please.
No.
I will school this cloak so hard.
We are calling Cloaky because Cloaky is a cloak. Then we should call Ghosty because
Please
Ghosty
don't
is a
call.
ghost.
Mm-mm.
We're going to. I'm going to call it Ghosty.
Wait.
I know
not-
you are.
I'm
I
not
heard you
quite-
ask your shadow ghost friend if it has a name. Did they respond?
They did not, but they, I think, are doing something strenuous right now.
Excuse me. I'm not exactly sure why we're bickering about names when I just said that Cloaky is sensing like 100 undead.
It's because Krug said we shouldn't worry about it just yet.
I trust
How-
Krug more than I trust Cloaky. That is like just a fact.
I can get on board with that.
I don't know why I didn't tell them to stick behind, because at this point, let them die. All right.
Cloaky.
What did Cloaky just say?
Hold on. I'm gonna focus my energy. I gotta focus. Do you remember that thing I showed you when Remy had made a deal and you looked through the cloak and we could see some stuff?
Yes. That was fun.
Do that again.
All right. And Moss throws Cloaky over her head.
You are surrounded by ghosts. Faceless black shadows just aimlessly move closer and closer to the inside of town. They are moving from the forest and all coming inside.
Oh, well, that's not my favorite thing that I've ever seen. Cloaky, are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Yep.
So, am I right to assume this is not great?
When was the last time you saw this many undead in one place and it was a good thing?
Never. So I don't want to alarm any of you, but there's approximately 100 ghosts around all of us right now.
And Moss, you see a very tall, slender man behind Krug, holding Krug's shoulders.
Slender Man.
I just mean he is a man. He is a male.
Is he wearing a
Okay.
suit?
Not-
Is he like
not
a white
The
face?
Slender
Like a pink
Man.
Is it Slender Man?
It
It
though?
is not Slender Man.
Okay.
It is a man.
All right.
It is a
You
man
see a
that is-
legally distinct sled. No, I'm kidding.
Just a Slender Man. Gotcha.
A slender man.
Hello, Moss.
Hi,
wait,
Moss.
At the top. I'm not talking to you.
That's rude, but okay.
It does not respond to you.
Okay, so 100 ghosts,
That's
like
a lot.
That's a lot of ghosts. We can't name them. We cannot name them all ghosty. That will get very confusing. So
Is
we
that-
maybe should come up with a better naming story.
Listen. I need all of you to actually focus for once and take me seriously. This is not some fun little thing. These are bad. This is a bad situation.
Okay, what do we do? What does Cookie want us to do? I'll do it.
While they're having this conversation, do 100 ghosts have something to do with what you're doing? Can you just explain it?
You hear nothing.
Right.
Moss,
Cookie-
what is it do you want from us?
Cloaky's like, well, first of all, I don't know how we're gonna deal with this many undead. I would say, in the best terminology, GTFO.
Yes. So Clokey is suggesting that we bounce, and I am of the same opinion.
Well, we
That was
tried,
plan
but
A,
but it dragged Krug back out of the caravan.
How about this?
Tell Krug that Krug, you need to let go of that thing. I don't think that it has anything good going on. I don't think it's your friend. I think that perhaps it summoned its little undead army here to, I don't know, kill all of the followers, possess all of the followers, do something bad to the followers, then they therefore do something bad to us. I don't want to wait around and find out, but that's just my personal opinion.
This is the road I was talking about. We can't allow ourselves to make assumptions about the intentions of others. If this is really a benevolent spirit that needs our help, we have to help it. And if it's not, we have to take that risk because we are in a position to do that. You guys, by all means, you can go. I'll catch up to you. It's fine. But I have to see this through because I said I would.
These spirits could kill everyone back there. You're okay with that? That potentiality?
I'm absolutely not okay with that. But
And let's get rid of the ghosts. Let's just sever it.
But
Take
it's
its
not the
power,
guarantee. I mean, like what Krug is saying is we can't just just because something is a ghost does not mean are ghosts just bad. Do we know that?
Yeah, can I roll like? Would it be a religion check?
Yes.
Okay, I think I want to roll that, and I think I want to. This is the point. I've been thinking earlier in the episode. I think Robin's become more devout to the point where I want to train in religion. So when I do roll religion, it's a little better. So I'm gonna do this as a trained religion roll and mark that skill.
I did the same thing when I leveled.
Really, that's awesome.
Yep.
You got 19 plus. Religion is now that I'm trained. Oh wow, 29 total.
Oh wow. Okay, so there is a difference between spirits and ghosts, right? There are ghosts that haunt and hurt and harm, and then there are trapped souls, right?
Mm-hmm.
There is a difference. Trapped souls are people who have passed away but have not been allowed to move on to whatever plane of existence that they were supposed to move to next. When that happens, it's not just like, oh, I had unfinished business. I needed to. No, something is preventing them from going. And then there are the evil ones, which are creatures that were evil and died and haunt the grounds.
So from what I've seen, like from what Krug has told me and what I'm like picking up from the situation, does it seem like this is 101 trapped souls? Can I get a read on that?
You had a 29. It sounds possible.
Okay.
It sounds extremely possible.
Okay.
At the same time, you never know, right?
Yeah.
It could be 100 trapped souls, right? It could also be 80 trapped souls and 20 spirits that are ready to kill all of you.
Listen, Moss. Aurori teaches a lot of different things. The stuff that you see me do has a lot to do with my body and being strong and being fast and being physically fit. And that all is very important. But Aurori also is a part of the healing domain. And it's not just physical healing either. It's the mind, the spirit. This has to happen. I have to figure out if this is something that we can do that would help this creature. And if it means that this is where I die, then this is where I die. But I mean, like you said, we have deities at our side. Is a spirit going to be able to kill me? I don't think so. So I'm gonna just take a couple steps over in this direction. If y'all want to follow me, I more than welcome your company. If y'all want to stay here and be safe, I do not blame you a single bit. And I turn and I walk back towards the city.
Moss balls up Clokey and screams into him.
Oh my god, that's so loud! Oh god.
I'm sorry.
Remy leans over to Robin and goes, "Hey, when she puts Clokey over her head like that, is that like do you think that's like a sex thing? It kind of seems like a sex thing."
I don't think it's a sex thing, but I can't say I spent a lot of time considering what a sex thing would be like to Moss, so maybe, but I wouldn't assume it. Krug, I'm gonna come with you. Robin runs off.
Yeah, Remy will follow as well.
God, Scott, come.
I'm gonna say out of character if we want.
Hey.
Out of character, Moss still I think could cast a wheel or woe on this course of action and see if it's going to turn out well.
That's true.
Can't because it's a second level spell.
Oh, it's a second level. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The
Well,
GM
tomorrow
has
we
made
find out
you
if it
use
was a
your
good
resources
idea.
well.
Scott, get your big thingy. Your big thingy.
I mean,
The hammer. Out of character, the hammer.
Right now, right here.
No,
Here's
the
the
other thingy. The
Yeah. I got it.
There is no doubt in my mind that Molly remembered the word for hammer, and that was a choice.
It absolutely was.
It was the correct choice.
So as Scott goes back to the caravan, Clokey goes, "Hey, look. I don't know if I'm right. No, wait, hold on. Let me take this back. I know that there are a ton of ghosts here. I do not know their motives. Let's just get that onto this table, okay?
Yes. But you have never let me down.
But what I'm telling you is that if these things are not good, my goal is only to save you. You understand that, right?
I understand that these are my friends and the people that I am beholden to, sadly. It was much easier when I was on my own and just Herring and Onion and Snowball. They don't go running into hundreds of ghosts. But I have to do this, you see. I have to do this, and all I can hope is that Asmodeus will thank me for potentially returning all of these souls to him, if it comes to that.
I mean, Asmodeus really only deals with. You know what? Never mind. Let's just understand that I do have a getaway card, but I can't do it to everyone.
What is that?
Let's just leave it at that.
Krug. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm very scared.
Hey, am I walking through the ghosts right now? Huh?
Oh god.
Hey, is one inside of me at the moment?
Oh god. No, I'm thinking about it.
Where are my hands?
Are they low? Can I? Robin's like crawling across the ground now. Is it better down here? Less ghosts. Seems like it. Feels better.
Is there anything anyone wants to do before midnight?
Yes.
No.
Seemed like Krug wanted to do something. Yeah.
I walked back. As close as I need to be to the town without, going any further than I need to, right? And when I get to that point, I'm gonna sit down and meditate, and I want to make a religion check to see if I can think of any reason to not do what I'm doing. Does that make sense? Like if I can think of any reason to just abort and run, like
Okay.
am I taking too big a risk?
Sure.
That's not bad. 26.
In your ear. No, I'm sorry. In your head, the words "remember" repeat over and over again. Is there anything you want to do with that, or do you want to skip to midnight?
No, I'm gonna skip to midnight.
What's everyone doing at midnight? I imagine Krug is going to continue to meditate up until midnight. Everyone going to stick around him?
Yeah, I mean, is there a place where Krug is still in his acceptable range that we could also have set up camp, or are we gonna have to move to camp after this?
I mean, I imagine you didn't leave very far from where you originally were on the edge of town.
Right.
Right.
So, I mean, you could go back to the intern camp if you want, or the intern room if you wanted to, or you can stay outside. You can do whatever.
So there's nowhere outside of like the limits that Krug can. Okay. Then yeah, I mean, I think I just I would have laid down to refocus and probably just meditated isn't the right word, but very similar. I'm just gonna stay in that refocused state with Krug.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be sitting on a stump next to Krug, sharpening my bastard sword, and and with everybody talking to all their inanimate objects or whatever, Remy's gonna try and talk to the sword.
Krug, as you see Remy talking to their sword, Moss and Scott sitting off to the side talking to themselves, and Robin kind of trying to refocus and center themselves.
She's buried in the dirt again.
Center herself in the dirt. You start to hear a very extremely high-pitched sound. And a pop. And everything goes silent around you.
It's just Krug or everybody?
Just Krug.
Okay.
I'm gonna open my eyes, I guess, and look around.
And as you look around, everyone, you start to notice Krug kind of looking around a little bit worried or even just curious. And as that happens, Krug snaps into a straightforward position, eyes open, mouth open. His eyes, black starts to seep in through the sides as it starts to cover over his entire eyeball.
I want to try to stop this. No, keep going.
Clawing at my eyes.
As he starts to as sound would normally come out, just silence over. You hear him, you see him just standing perfectly.
Okay, I want to roll maybe religion again to see if this seems like a sign of a good ghost activity or a bad ghost activity. Would that be religion?
Yeah.
I'm going to throw Clokey over my head again and look through him to see if I can see what's going on.
Okay.
23.
This looks fairly close to a possession.
Okay. Can possessions ever be non-harmful in this world we live in?
Possessions are inherently not, and Remy, specifically for you, are kind of the opposite of what you want. It is someone taking over someone else's body, period.
What can you do to stop this, whatever this kind of possession appears to be?
Unless you got something more than a 23.
Okay.
Krug, you stand up and look around the room, or look around the space that you're in, and it's almost as if you're frozen in time. You see Moss, Scott, Remy, Robin all surrounding you, but their features look blurred. Like wind is blocking their face. and black is just moving around. You can see their facial features, but it peeks around. And you hear, "Are you ready?"
Any chance you can tell me a little bit more what I'm supposed to be ready for?
Turn around.
I turn around.
Krug, as you turn around, you see a ton of people standing in lines, rows and rows of people. In the very front, there's a lizard folk, and she walks up to you.
Can I sense motive on the way that this individual is approaching me?
Sure.
22?
They're moving slowly and non-aggressively, but they look familiar.
Do I know you from somewhere?
Yes.
Where, if I might ask?
I think it would be easier if we had it over some stew.
I like stew.
And she kind of moves her hand, and the entire environment changes. The people still standing there, but they are circling you. You're at a table. There's a stew in front of you and a stew in front of them. We had a meal like this before.
Did we? Can you remind me?
You don't remember?
Do I remember?
The last place you had stew was right before Jim killed everyone.
Oh.
And this lizard folk is...
Yep, I remember because the person that was walking me around. Yep. I think I do remember.
Good. We're all here. And she puts her hand up, and sure enough, the faces start to slowly become a little bit clearer as you start to notice that these are the victims of Jim Jones.
There's more of you than I remember. That's
because the numbers have grown.
how? I thought he was...
It's not just him.
Oh. Yeah, there's a lot of work to do. I mean, for what it's worth, I'm sorry. None of us...
The people that died here in this land also are stuck here, just like the rest of us.
I'm assuming that's not a pleasant experience for any of you.
No.
We're gonna do our best to fix it. I mean, I'm not perfect, but we're gonna do our best to fix it.
You can do something right now.
What can I do?
She reaches out and she touches your chest. You feel the monkey paw press against you.
And what would you have me say?
To let us go.
What would you have me say specifically?
I don't think that is really something that I can tell you. I think it's something that you need to figure out.
But I can't. This thing that I bear is stronger than I am by an unfathomable margin. I can't dabble with it. The only reason that it's around my neck is because while I'm alive, no one else can use it. And yeah, I'm not the strongest person in the world, but it's better than nothing. I can't do it. If there's anything else that I can do to help you, to help all these people, I will move heaven and earth. And if I ever get to a point where I feel comfortable, where I've gained the wisdom and the knowledge and the strength to use this, sure, but that's not right now. I promise you, it will lead to ruin for all of you and all of us. That's the only thing it could do.
It is not natural that we are stuck here. We're being collected. We're someone's power source. And as more people die, the stronger they get. If you stop this, you stop them. If you don't, you'll join us. And as she says that, the wind kind of blows and her shape disappears. And the table is gone. And you're standing there in the middle of the city in the middle of the compound, as a very tall, slender man walks from behind you, almost appearing out of your shadow. Do you understand why I had to ask you to see this?
Yeah. That was very powerful. It was very moving. And
do you understand why you need to help us?
I do. It's unfair that you're trapped in a purgatory that you don't deserve, and it's unfair that, listen, I'm not done. And it's unfair that somebody's taken that from you, and it's dangerous that somebody's taken that from you for the whole world. Is that right?
It's not about my feelings.
I'm not
about being stuck here.
Okay.
It's about seeing that these people are being withered away.
Yeah.
It's not like they get to move on. It's not like I get to move on. If this does not stop, whoever has whatever is doing this basically has the ability to control all undead and devour their spirit to make them stronger. Do you know how difficult it's going to be when this number of hundreds turns into thousands?
No.
Do you think that you have the strength to deal with thousands of people?
No. But if I use this now, I'm guaranteeing defeat. Guaranteeing it. Tomorrow can bring anything. It has absolutely nothing to do with where I am today, unless you're telling me that this person is going to do all these horrible things right now. Is it going to be tomorrow? Is it going to be the day after?
I don't think you understand. I don't think that you can handle them at their current strength, nonetheless any stronger.
Right.
So if you can't handle them now and they're getting stronger as the day goes on, all you're doing is making that defeat even easier for them.
Because it's tomorrow. And tomorrow can bring anything.
Including their strength.
You're absolutely right. But if you're going to tell me not to take a risk because I might fail, then I shouldn't be here at all. I had no idea what was going to happen right now. You're going to tell me that I shouldn't take risks for a better outcome? That's a whole reason that you're talking to me.
We're asking you to take a risk.
You're asking me to take a risk that I cannot take. You're not even asking me to take a risk. You're asking me to guarantee failure. What do you mean asking me to take a risk? How many of these...
Over here. You've never used this.
How many of the stories have you read?
How many times have you used it?
How many of the stories have you read?
How many times have you used it?
Your inability to answer me leads me to assume 0.
Your inability to answer me means that you haven't even tried.
I have not
You're
tried,
afraid of it.
but part of making successful decisions is using the knowledge that you have at your disposal to make those decisions. I have knowledge at my disposal. I know that this tool brings ruin to whoever uses it. And what am I to expect that I can do anything differently? I'm not going to succeed.
You're the only one with that.
What are they pointing to?
You're the monkey's paw.
Okay. This is the tool. This is the thing that destroys things. This is the thing that destroys everything it touches. What makes you think that I'm going to prevent that? Let me answer the question for you. There is absolutely no reason to think that I will be able to prevent this tool from destroying everything. Why would I do it when tomorrow could bring an answer that is less destructive than destroying everything? It doesn't make any sense.
So you're telling me the other times that the monkey paw has been used, it has destroyed the world?
No. It's
Oh,
not destroyed the world.
so you're exaggerating. You're afraid. You're afraid of power. You're afraid to win. Is that what I am coming to understand?
I'm not afraid of power. I'm not afraid to win. I am afraid of power consuming me, and I am afraid of victory being a force driving me so hard that I can't see any other facet of what I'm doing. That's not who I am.
I'm going to say one last thing before my power is gone and I have to leave you. But in this world where tomorrow you somehow magically come up with a way to defeat this person, what about the tomorrow where you don't? And now not only are you killed, but they have the monkey's paw.
It's an unfortunate end.
And as you say that, gone. As Remy runs up to Krug, Krug goes... It was like fractions of a second that Krug was like this, but it felt like hours, Krug.
Krug, you were possessed. You're possessed, Krug. You were possessed.
Are you back? Because I was about to knock you out with like a really, really big hit.
It's
like,
really
tell us you're okay.
incredibly cute that you think you could knock me out, Remy. Just absolutely adorable.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. The last couple of fights that we had, I mean, who won those?
You didn't win. Your sword won. I'm afraid of your sword.
You got rid of my sword so early, and I started pulling out knives. And you know what? We don't even have to talk about this because we all know factually, without the doubt, Remy Ashwillow is the strongest one in the party.
Claudel. Right. Objectively better. But okay.
I want to know if we are in danger.
I mean, yeah, we're always in danger, but are we in danger from me right now?
Now is not time
Do we need to worry about Ghost right now, Krug?
No.
Yeah, what did Ghosty say?
Only you can tell us.
I do not think that we are in danger from ghosts. The ghosts wanted me to use the monkey's paw to really.
Of course they did.
Remy looks around. It's like, and starts talking in Goblin. The paw of the monkey. The paw of the monkey.
Yes.
Yeah, that thing. Yeah. They. To be fair, it's not. They didn't want me to do something mean with it. I just don't. They just didn't understand. They just didn't understand, and I couldn't make them understand. I tried really hard. If we can do something to help those people, because it wasn't just one spirit. It was everyone, every single person that died because of what was the fly guy's name? Buzz Flashwater. I don't remember.
Jim or whatever.
I think it
was Jim. It was Asahar. It was everybody, and there were so many of them that it was so jarring to see how many it was. I'm actually really glad that we had the conversation that we did, because if we didn't have it then, we got to have it now, because so many people have died. Yeah. It's astonishing.
How many fingers does the paw of the monkey still have?
I'm gonna check.
It has 3.
What did they want you to do with it?
Oh, I'm gonna also take it out and show everybody that it still has 3.
Yes, what did they?
Good
What,
question.
like Moss asked, what did they want you to do with it? Yeah.
They are stuck. Stuck's the wrong word. Imprisoned in a kind of, I don't know. I mean, I'm not very familiar with the way that like magic spirit stuff works, but someone or something is collecting them and using them to fuel something. I don't know who and I don't know what, but whenever I don't even understand. I don't think it's whenever anyone dies. Whenever these cults kill someone, or I don't know what the condition is, but those souls are getting trapped, used for some nefarious purpose, or stored for usage for some nefarious purpose. And I think that explains a lot about the amount of cult activity just in general, right? Like there's a lot of it, and it's probably all related.
Can we take them?
Take them, like fight them?
No. Can we like take them like from here? How many can fit inside of my body? I'm very small, but I have a strong will.
I genuinely don't know, but I assume the answer is 0
I don't
for like
know.
a prolonged period of time.
Didn't your shadow friend? Didn't he grab you because you were going too far away from the compound? I think
Are they stuck to the compound?
Actually,
seems
Jake,
like it.
when I rolled earlier about like kind of how ghosts being trapped worked, does it follow logically that they're probably like sealed to the space here and can't really move away from it?
No. From your knowledge, they're sealed to this plane.
Okay.
And more than likely, the reason why Krug was asked to stay here was because that's where they were all showing up.
Okay.
Can I roll occultism to see if I have any insight about what somebody would be doing with the souls, or like who would be doing it?
Sure. I would say religion would probably be more pertinent.
Natural 20.
Moss is the one collecting the souls.
Well, souls can be used in a lot of different ways. One could be just flat out, just like strength, just flat out, just devouring their souls. Some people, there has been rumor, and it's actually something that intrigues you, that people who have the ability to control souls have the ability that whenever they die, one of the souls is destroyed permanently instead. There are also rumor that there was an item that could suck the soul of a living creature while it was in the midst of passing, and as that happens, could turn around and use that as a weapon back to people, as like a beam, almost like a firebolt, or an explosion, but it had different forms. There's also rumor that that souls being grabbed in mass can also be used as weapon in mass, as in souls all over with the right powers can cause them all to have planar damage could happen to wherever they stand.
So I know that we're dealing with at least one person who is a necromancer, and it's something like Robin would have shared like earlier, but it seems at least like a possibility that the same person who is like creating these zombies might be dealing with ghosts. Is it similar skill sets, or
Yes.
is like okay? So that could be a reasonable assumption.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Well, none of these options are great. Do I have any insight about like which direction we could look towards to figure out who is doing this, or
They don't need to be within a certain amount of range, and from Clokey, you know, all of the spirits have dissipated since Krug came back.
yeah.
I'd like to look at my shadow and see if it's like super dark or not.
It is super dark.
Can I go back to meditating? I'm gonna try for the first time to consciously contact Aurori.
Okay.
I don't know how you want me to do that.
Knowledge religion.
Oh. my god. 27.
You do the best that you look at the group and say, I just need a moment alone. And you walk out to the trees and you find a particular sapling that hasn't grown completely, but isn't so weak that you could easily snap it. And you take your wrappings off of your hand and you wrap the tree. And as you, after you've wrapped the tree, you stand in front of it and you start practicing to your punches onto the hand wrappings on the tree. And you keep asking yourself, what am I supposed to remember? I'm supposed to remember. And while it isn't infuriating, you're not getting angry, your passion grows slightly more than your calm demeanor as you punch again. Nothing gives you a feedback, right? Every time you hit the tree, you feel a little bit of contact back, but you punch and there's nothing there. And you open your eyes and you're back at your monastery. The hand wrapping's back on your hand. And a voice from the back of the monastery. You wanted to speak to me?
I'm sorry, Master. I know that I'm supposed to bear these burdens on my own and that they will help me. But I failed. I forgot. I was supposed to remember and I don't. And I don't know if I made a mistake. I don't know if this is a tool for me to use or if this is a burden for me to bear. It's so confusing.
What do you feel that you have forgotten?
I wish I knew.
So then why do you feel sorrow for the thing that you have no idea that you have forgotten it?
Because I heard a voice and it told me to remember. I assumed that meant that I had forgotten that I needed to remind myself.
Do you remember? Sorry, go for it.
Nope. Does not speak.
You have not forgotten. It is not words to punish you or to reprimand you, but words to guide you moving forward. As things are in the past, they are in the future. The things that you have seen and experienced take you on your path forward. My understanding is you've seen things that you probably shouldn't have seen tonight.
Perhaps.
And how does that make you feel?
Heavy.
And what do you wish you could do that you have not done already? And let me stop you there. And he points at your chest, and the monkey's paw is not there. You can speak freely here.
I wish I could just help everybody. And having this thing around my neck with so close to having the power to do that, but so far. It's so hard.
Do you feel that this power should not be used?
Yeah.
Is this through the experience of your own or through the others?
Both. I mean, not through my own experience, but I know that I'm fallible. I haven't achieved perfection, and I'm afraid of what that kind of power will do to me specifically. Afraid of using it incorrectly. Even if I could guarantee that it would do exactly what I asked, which I cannot do. I'm not.
It will not.
Yeah, it will not.
But here's what I have to say to you about that. What helps us remember but the scars of our past? These people want you to do something that will help them. And no doubtably, I'm not going to lie to you, will in fact help them.
I see that.
You and you alone must carry this burden of whether or not you use it. Because it will affect you. But is the well-being of these people equal to or greater than the pain it will cause you?
I'm going to try to remember back through what I had read about the stories of the monkey's paw. Like what kind of tricks it had played.
You go mentally, you try to think about it, and Aurora goes, no reason to think so hardly, and he hands you the book.
Krug in his head is just like, of course you have the book just on your person. And I start flipping through it. I'm starting at the end and flipping back.
As you go through the book, you are going through it and you notice something very particular about it. And that is the fact that every single wish that had happened in here was either altruistic, as in, I wish the world would know no violence, or was extremely selfish. He looks at you and goes, do not take those as if that is how it will work for you. I'm not telling you to use this. I am telling you that it isn't something that you should fear, because it will come a moment that you will need to use this. And you're back.
Hand wraps on the tree.
Hand wraps on your hand.
I'm going to turn away and walk towards the group.
Mm-hmm. It seems like Krug had walked away and literally come right back. Krug has had these weird lapses of time tonight.
Sorry that took so long, but
you were gone for literally a second.
Yes.
Are you feeling all right, Krug?
No, to be completely honest.
That's okay. I'm not either.
You know, you don't have to do this stuff on your own. You don't have to go off on your own and like figure things out. I mean, I know you're probably like meditating or like talking to your god, because apparently everyone can talk to their gods.
Sorry, babe, it takes longer to do that. It couldn't be.
Oh, okay. Well.
Yeah, that's what I did. I think I'm not trying to keep anything from y'all. It's not about bearing burdens on my own. It's about I urgently needed help.
No, I got it.
Understand whether or not I should use the monkey's paw right now.
You shouldn't.
Yeah, if I can help, I'd say no. Moss, say no. Tell Doug you shouldn't use
Well,
them.
I mean, if it's going to help our cause and
Moss.
It's not going to help our
Okay,
cause.
Scott, say no.
Hey, Moss, I'm kind of with them. Let's not and say we did.
all right, fine. I'll go with the flow.
Hold on, wait. Was that based on us, or did Clokey just agree with us and now you're agreeing with Clokey? Because if Clokey is agreeing with us, I'm having second thoughts.
That is on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know.
Okay, I'm actually not having second thoughts. I'm very staunchly defending this position. As far as I'm concerned, I mean, we shouldn't even have the pop the monkey, everybody. We shouldn't have it, but the fact that we do have it means that other people are not, able to use it, which is really great. Also, Krug, you are bearing a heavy burden, like being the one who carries it, which is very also good.
It's hundreds of lives on the other side.
Yeah, and it could be millions of lives if things go wrong.
So how many lives does it take for it to be worth it?
None.
Well, that's a terrible question.
I mean,
We can't use it. We can't.
If it gives individuals the power to do something about a problem that they can't handle themselves, how many people does it have to help before it hurting something else is worth the price?
I don't think it's a number because we can't know what the price is. This thing shouldn't exist. We
So
can't
if it's
unmake
half the
it. We
world,
have to-
is it worth it then? Because if it just hurts the other half of the world, then it's even, right?
No.
51%?
You can't put numbers on this because it's not going to be a 1-to-1 or a 51-to-49. It's not going to be that. It's going to be just different. It's going to be something you think is good, and it's going to probably be bad. It's going to be spun, not equated.
Also, if you're thinking, if we get to a point, and Krug, you're the one who has this thing around your neck, so I'm never going to. You make the final decision. That is like just how I feel. But if we're going to get to a point where you're going to use it, like on something, can the first wish, can it be like really like, I wish I had a sandwich, just so like
No.
we can test. I mean, if
Because
we're going
listen, I have a feeling that the punishment, the chaos doesn't scale with the size of the wish or the amount of work that the object has to do in order to grant the wish. I think that the chaos is always as much as possible, and the benefit is always as little as possible.
Cool. So you just answered your own question.
But
You agree.
I don't think you can save lives with that. Maybe change them.
I was told I'll have to at some point.
By who?
Rory.
Trust that one. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
couldn't-
think gods are all knowing. If they were, then why are there so many?
Babe, you're so
Literally a deity of knowledge.
Literally a deity of knowledge, yes, but we hear like different information from Gozray. We heard different information from Osmodius.
Do
We hear
we?
different.
Wait. Do we think Moss's god is named Asmodeus? I don't think that's.
I don't really remember his name. He's just he's a nice fellow.
I forgot my god's name again.
That was in character, right? 100%?
Yes. But
Also,
do you,
Have we got, what conflicting information have we gotten from our gods? So what do you mean?
well, you get conflicting information from your own god.
Like what?
Like the two of them are always like
They talk different,
do
but
this
they
thing,
tell
do
the
that thing.
truth.
No, they don't. They tell their truth.
It's not
spoken to them,
you just hit
babe.
the nail on the head.
Maybe
It's
your
not
god lies to you. My god doesn't lie. My god's right.
Your god. Oh, if you're going to be like so like just enraptured with your gods because they are gods, why do we trust these gods? Why do we trust
Because
them?
they're gods. You said it.
Whatever. Gods this, gods that.
How did you get one?
How did I get one? Because I'm freaking cool. Because I'm so cool.
Well, show a little respect, babe. You could serve to show a little bit of respect in this one instance.
No, okay. I will respect gods when they stop toying with people. We literally heard that they were placing bets on us. I'm not. What sort of respect do they want from
You
me?
deserve a little bit of fun, I guess.
I like the fun aspect, but we're talking about people's lives. And if gods do not see everybody as worthwhile as we do, and they're like just, playing a little game, doing a little, betting, they put some cool treasures at the bottom of the ocean 50 years before we get there. We show up and la-di-da-di-da. I mean, like, for all intents and purposes, Aurora, was I right the first time?
Close enough, Remy.
Aurora is the reason you have the Pod monkey around your neck in the first place. Aurora put it there, for all we know. And is now forcing you to use it and saying, "Oh,
Aurora's not forcing me to use it."
Well,
Aurora didn't even tell me if it was a good idea. That's not how
the
Aurora
God
works.
of knowledge, this knowledge-based God, is putting it in your head. You, a disciple, a devout disciple of Aurora, putting it in your head that there will come a time where you will have to use it. How is that not forcing?
It's not forcing if it's a deity telling you, because they can almost certainly just know. Do you understand? Like, it's you're confining the deity that I have pledged my entire life to some like mortal constraint that doesn't exist. You're assuming that Aurora doesn't already. Aurora's a deity of knowledge. Why do you think that Aurora doesn't already know? Aurora 100% already knows. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind.
Knows, then why doesn't Aurora tell you like point blank? What's with all of this, like, the smoke and the mirrors and like, keeping people in the dark? I mean, if they know all of these things, why haven't they stopped the zombos? If they know all of these things, why haven't they told you exactly what you need to do?
Because challenges are to be overcome by those who don't have the strength to.
Every moment that those gods don't act, people are dying. Those spirits, those ghosts, that is the god's fault. The zombos, that is the god's fault.
But then without challenges, what would our lives become? Like, why would we be here if everything was perfect? Nothing could be good if nothing is bad, Remy.
Robin gets up at the point that Remy says, "This is all the god's fault," and just goes back into the caravan and like starts setting up to sleep.
I just want to say that I'm sure that if the gods, in particular my god, could do anything and everything in this mortal plane, that they would do that. But they need hands, right? We are the hands of the gods, and they are the arms. But the hands have many fingers, and I'm this analogy got away from me. But we're the hands of the gods, and we have to do suggested things, but they don't have our mortal feelings and strengths, and so therefore we're working collaboratively.
I mean, Moss could be right for all I know, but also I'm going to say that I have no idea because they're deities and I'm not, and I won't pretend that I'm smart enough to understand why they do what they do.
I think that's fair, and I agree that I am assigning earthly restraints to these deities who for all I know exist outside of that. They probably don't know what time is. I mean, to be fair, I don't know what time it is, Kazutal, that's what her name is.
And that is where we leave tonight. Thank you so much, everyone. We're going to go around, and I have a small request that we do it as quickly as we possibly can.
Yep.
It's 101 degrees right now.
Yeah.
So my name is Jake. Actually, I'll go last. Jonas.
Hi, I'm Jonas. I've been playing Robin, and I'm on Twitter at Jonas Newhouse. I'm also in a band with William called Glass Beach. We are on Twitter at Glass Beach Band and /Glass Beach Band wherever the URL will allow.
Yeah, William, I've been playing Remy Asheville. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at KWilliamWhite. I also run 2 other shows for this channel. One is called Hijinks and Handlebars, and the other one is called Killer Set. One's on Tuesday, one's on Wednesday, and the Tuesday one is going on a hiatus for another show coming up, and you can check out all of the VODs for that on the YouTube channel, QueueTimes Main. So, cool.
Moss.
My name is Molly McIsaac. I've been playing Moss the Magnificent. You can find me across all social media at Molly McIsaac. That is Isaac with the Mick on the front. And also, please go check out the series I do with my best friend Jordan called The Basic Witches. It's at facebook.com/thebasicwitches. And watch out for the show that I'm helping Jordan produce in the near future for QueueTimes, which is an all-black D&D game. And I am the producer because I am her best friend. So that's
awesome.
all. Yep.
Krug.
And I'm Krug, and I played Krug Claudel. And you should go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/QueueTimesMain. And if you have any advice on how to handle a monkey paw, you should put it in Discord. Thanks very much.
But no, DM it to Krug so Jake can't see.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
My name is Jake, and I have been the GM. If you want to get a hold of me on Twitter, it's at IndigoQT. I would just like to thank everyone who came by and was watching. There's actually an event going on our Patreon server that, if people show up, they're going to get extra XP on the server. So guess what? You all got extra XP for this awesome evening. So thank you so much for helping the server out, for joining us. And until next time, everyone, have a good night.
Two more things real quick.
Go.
One, thank you for the hydration notifications. And two,
Oh yeah.
I forgot the second thing. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.